live.
What is going on, you wonderful people? My name is Jay, and welcome to another episode of Chilling with the Ohmies podcast live.
You did make sure to actually click go live this time. Yeah.
I'm just checking that now. Yeah.
Yes, he is right.
Before we get into the live stream, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. That way, you guys will receive all the channel notifications every time we go live. So today, you've got a phone call. Great start to a live stream. So yeah, today we now actually have an overlay, so things will look a little bit better. And we've got Elliot on the stream, who is moderating our chat as he did last time. He's going to be keeping an eye on the chat and talking to you guys and letting us know. We've got Nick with us, who's obviously in the frame with me right now. We didn't want to set her up on a separate camera because she was just being a bit awkward. And we also have... This is taking to set up, right? And we also got
You couldn't even get logged into Discord. Come on.
Yeah, I know, right?
Minor.
And we've also got Alex, which is one of our guests we've not had on the show before. How you doing, man? You all right?
Yeah, all good. Can't complain.
Alex is a good friend of mine I've known for a fair few years. Has lived in some weird named places, which I'm sure we're going to cover today. And yeah, no, we got him on just as we did last time. You guys seemed to enjoy the live stream, so it was a case of just talking to you guys, seeing how you're coping with the lockdown life. And with Alex, he's got a very interesting job, which I'd love to talk about, whether he can or not. At this point, it's too late. I've asked him beforehand. Let's talk about his job. But how is everyone doing? You all right, El?
I'm alright, but I'm not on your screen. What's this? I'm getting the short end of the stick here.
Oh, like we said this before. How did you respond?
I did. I said I've got my webcam on now.
Oh, man.
It does seem a bit redundant that he's been sitting there with the webcam on this whole time. Put it on.
Yeah.
All right, sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. It took me long enough to get this template ready just to put Alex's name in it, let alone change it to guest one. I've got the template saved. I just hadn't actually changed the names on it, so it just said guest one and guest two, and I thought it was a bit redundant.
Well, we sort of are though.
I mean,
But
we're a professional.
He is moderating people and making sure we don't get any silly comments.
Underworld said, "Cannot hear you on the stream, Jay."
Oh, I'll turn my mic up. I don't know why you can't hear me. You should be able to hear me.
I'll see if he replies again in a second.
I mean, I can hear you on the stream, so
Everyone can hear me on the
Yeah,
stream.
I can hear him as well, but I've muted the YouTube now.
yeah, I've just muted it now. But
So
you're just quiet, I think.
I've turned
Just turn your volume up, mate.
Yeah, I was doing that, but we were echoing, remember?
Can't hear it now.
Yeah,
What's that?
echo's gone, mate.
Oh, sweet. Nice. So, yeah, I've actually decided that I'm less of a boomer this time because I've got people like Elliot and Alex to guide me through this live stream. And, oh, there we go. Thanks, Will. For everyone that's in the chat, sorry if you couldn't hear me. We had this like weird echo loop because Nick is sitting literally right next to me. So we made our mics really, really quiet. But yeah. So for the guys that are already live today with us, how are we all coping with the lockdown blues? Are we surviving all right? Are we climbing the walls? Are we trying to dig a hole to somewhere just for something to do? I think for everyone it's been quite strange and different because we've not had to experience something like this. But Alex, I wanted to talk about you in general because you're a fascinating human specimen, beautiful creature. Haven't seen you in a long time.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I was trying to think of the last time I physically saw you, and it must have been what?
Oh, mate, that's
3-4 years ago?
well, it was. No, I don't.
Nah, well, we've been together for 4.5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been that long.
And you saw Alex a few times while we were together.
Well, basically,
Yeah.
Alex was a good friend of mine, and then he just left. He didn't even leave me a love note. He just
Peaced
left.
out, mate.
But no, you moved to Norfolk. Moved to a place called Meth World, which is amazing. Didn't even know a place like that existed.
Crazy.
So tell us a little bit more about Meth World. Does it live up to?
Well, I
it?
mean, clues in the name, really. It's,
It's exactly what it sounds like.
It's just full of crackheads.
well,
Yeah.
considering like the majority of the population were probably in their 80s to 90s,
Nice.
I
Sounds
don't
like
really think there was actually that many.
Sounds
You
like
know.
you were very successful on Tinder. Sounds like your
Oh, mate,
target audience.
you don't even know. I don't think that's the sort of shit you can get into on YouTube, really. But
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
He's not monetized anyway, so
well, yeah, there is that.
Yeah, it's true. Unfortunately, the policies of this channel, this niche, means I can't actually monetize my content without getting a massive slap in the face. But yeah, we find alternate methods. Oh dear.
There's always a way.
There's always
so
a way.
when you're scrolling through Tinder, it was like amateur 0, like petite 0, MILF 3000.
Gilfs. Dilfs.
Yeah. Hey, got to try everything at least once, innit you?
Exactly. That is it. You got to try. If you don't try it, you don't know if you like it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
you're still living in Norfolk. Does it smell funny over there?
I mean, actually, I laugh, but at the moment, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. I don't know why. I don't know why. My auntie lives in Norfolk. She lives in Cromer with my dad, and it just smells funny. I know they're by the coast, so you get like coastal.
I mean, yeah, that's going to smell
anyway.
different than what it does around here.
But just in general,
You're
Like,
acting
he lives like, in the sticks.
he does.
I mean, I do live in the middle of nowhere.
With
some inbreds, like
you're acting like
Actually,
Okay,
yeah.
Alex, how many people live in your
Norfolk is
town?
literally... Oh god, I can probably look it up for you, but it's not a hell lot.
Exactly. See, I've done a bit of research. He lives in the middle of nowhere.
That keyboard.
Yeah, you can enjoy that for a bit.
loud.
Let's have a look. Population 1,020.
oh my god,
That's less than where we live, and we live in the middle of nowhere.
there's more people.
Bro, get on my level. When I lived in France, I had 4 neighbours.
Nice.
Mate, I'd love that.
But yeah, Alex does a. Oh yeah, go on, carry on.
Oh no,
I was gonna say, I have more
patients in
patients
the hospital than you do in your town. Like that's
Great.
That's mad.
I mean,
That's
technically,
absolutely
it's not even a town; it's a village.
Well,
mad. Oh, technicalities.
technicality.
A town is a lot larger.
I think the
Technically,
nearest
no one
towns where we
gives a
live.
shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oof, fucking
I mean,
got him, coach.
Yeah,
Oof.
the moderator has told us. So, what I want to talk about is your job, Alex. What you do is actually amazing. For a lot of people that obviously subscribe to the channel and speak to us, obviously they're more into their vaping stuff. And I know that you don't smoke or vape yourself, but your job is very, very interesting in terms of our industry and how it's linked. So if you could just go through what you, like in a nutshell, what you do for a living, I think people will be genuinely interested.
Well, if you want it in a nutshell, all I do is sit on my arse all day and stare at computer screens. But
Fair play.
if you want a more broad explanation, I'd stare at CCTV cameras because I'm a security guard, medical cannabis plant, I guess you'd call it, or greenhouses, basically.
That's so dope. So you literally watch
yeah.
weed grow.
Literally.
Yeah.
So
Do you ever get like people trying to break in?
Since I've started, we've not had anything, but they've had plenty in the past, yeah. Because people don't realise that what we grow, you can't get high off it. It's all CBD.
It's all medicinal.
Yeah. So, yeah, but obviously people don't realise that. They just think, oh, it's a weed farm.
Oh, weed, yeah.
Yeah, that'll do. We'll go give it a shot.
Like you said, to the average Joe, if they just see a load of greenhouses full of plants that look like weed, they automatically going to go, well, we've just hit the jackpot.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're sitting there laughing, going, well, okay, that stuff is virtually not worth anything because it's just a plant. It's more.
It's
of
got zero street value.
It's literally more of an ornament than it is a drug, which is mad.
Yeah.
So I take it the company you work for obviously make it all wholesale and they distribute it to. So what's the process? They distribute it to other companies or do they grind it up and put it into oils and things?
The specific company or the specific like I don't know how you say branch or whatever you call what our site.
Okay.
Riverside Glasshouse is where I work. We grow the plant, harvest it, mulch it all up, turn it into pellets, and then that's shipped off to like a parent company, which then extracts the pure CBD from it and mixes that with a few other things and makes a medication for epilepsy.
Hey, that's dope. That's actually awesome. So, do you find it rewarding knowing that, even though in your words you just sit on your ass all day and stare at a screen, that what your company does is genuinely helping people?
Oh yeah, definitely. You do get a bit of a sense of pride from it. Because, like you said, you know it's helping people.
Yeah, and this is something I speak to a lot of people. I've said this to you many a times, Elliot, and same with you, Nick. That I love being in this industry because I'm helping people quit smoking, and being someone who used to smoke and made the switch, and seeing the health benefits and just all round health benefits in terms of not being tired all the time due to smoking. I'm always tired. I'm an adult, but due to smoking, I'm not having like chest infections, and I don't smell like an ashtray, and I'm not putting all them, what are they called when you set fire to stuff? What are they called?
Combustibles.
That's the one. I'm not putting combustibles into my body. You just, I don't know, especially when you have customers who are a bit skeptical or not quite sure and think, oh, it doesn't work, it's just a gimmick. And then you help them with a setup, you go through everything with them, and they come back a week later and they're like, yo, what is this witchcraft? I've not had a cigarette. And it's just a sense of pride. It's like,
You literally had like an older customer say that to you, didn't you?
I've got a little old Dora. She's about 80, and she absolutely loves it. She's deaf, and I swear she's blind as well. She's a lovely old woman. But I know that she's really deaf because I can hear her hearing aids echo what the ambient sounds are of the shop. Like I can hear them from 6 foot away. So she hasn't got a lot of hearing. She's a lovely woman, but she come in. She was like, "What is this witchcraft? Like I've not had a cigarette." And I'm like, "I told you. Once you've got your because it's essentially just nicotine replacement. Once you've got that sorted with a device you're confident with, it pretty much does it. It does it for you. So that sense of what we're doing is helping people is massive. But I'm glad it comes across for you in your industry. Like you said, from your standpoint, you sit there and watch a screen. But at least you know that what your company is actually doing and striving for actually helps, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Will has put in the chat, do you know what types of epilepsy it helps?
I don't know the specifics. I know it's geared more towards children. I know that much. But I couldn't say specifics.
Okay, fair enough.
If I'm honest.
That's fair enough. I'll be really ignorant here. I didn't realise that there are different forms of epilepsy. I thought it was one epilepsy for all. To be fair, my sister had it when she was a kid, but I think she was telling me how she could grow out of it, and I'm like, sure you can't. Like,
You can.
You've got had epilepsy. I find it weird. That means you couldn't have enjoyed Star Wars as a child, and that's quite disheartening.
Wait, what?
All the strobe lighting in Star Wars, you're telling me anyone that's got epilepsy isn't going to have a fit over that film?
Yeah, but there's different types of epilepsy.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So I'm saying this makes me sound stupid, because, well, I am stupid to be fair. I only talk about things I know about.
We didn't have to say anything there.
Exactly. But yeah, so how have you been keeping yourself occupied during lockdown, Alex?
Well, obviously because I'm still working. Because what we do is classed. Yeah, because what we do is obviously considered classed as part of the medical supply chain. Yeah. So we still have to work.
Oh, I remember you saying you've got like a rotating. What is it called?
Rotor?
That's the one. I can't English today.
Rotating rotor, yeah. That's the one.
So you just on you do like 4 on 4 off like truck drivers and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, because also they're 12-hour shifts, so we're there for. So that's why we only do the 4 at a time, and then have 4 days off.
Right. Okay.
William said he's epileptic, and he has the that type of epilepsy. It's called juvenile absence epilepsy.
Oh.
Okay.
Genuinely did not know that. Genuinely did not know that.
My dad had it as well, so I don't know whether
Runs in the family. Possibly.
he was a child.
Could be.
Grew out of it.
Fair play. What about you, Elliot? Since our last live stream, what have you been doing to keep yourself occupied?
I went from playing League of Legends to playing Warframe, and that's it.
Fair play, man.
Switch it up.
Hey, yeah, switch it up.
That's about it, really. I can't really say.
Oh, no, hey, fair enough. Fair play.
Eat, sleep, Warframe, repeat, mate. That's what it's been.
Hey, that is fair enough. How's work been for you, Nick? Even though we live together, and it sounds like a stupid question. Like I don't. Well, no, I know it sounds a stupid question, but for the people that are live stream and genuinely, we don't talk that much about work because recently you've just been coming home crying or depressed or, which is expected. Do you know what I mean? Going through what you're going through, so we try not to talk about it too much. But overall,
sometimes I have to come home and just vent to you, and then other times I'm like, the day has been that bad. Like I just want to
be home and
Yeah, of
leave
course.
work behind. Yeah, it's not been great.
No.
To be honest. Yeah, like our ward is supposed to be like a green ward at the minute, so there's blocks in the hospital that are supposed to be taking no corona suspected patients to try and keep that isolation. But then at the same time, we've been having patients come in with no symptoms and then they develop symptoms. So we have had coronaviruses in the green zone, and it's just a catch-22
So
situation.
did we explain on the last live stream about the traffic light systems that the hospitals have in place?
We briefly mentioned it.
Yeah, you sort of
Right,
touched on it a bit.
Okay, fair enough. Just in case. I didn't know if you'd actually covered it. No,
It wasn't about hospitals though. It was about general.
Yeah.
general
Yeah, that was more about
right.
like who was going to be reopening first and that sort of thing.
Oh, right. Well,
I can say that I can hear my echo, but I don't know whether
Yeah.
that's yours.
Jay's not echoing, but you are a little bit.
right. Okay.
I don't know whether I can hear myself or whether I can hear myself through your microphone. Does that make sense?
Well, I'm just looking at Discord. Your thing isn't going green, but mine is. I'm assuming it's coming through my mic. I don't know why. Maybe try to turn it up a bit. I don't know. But no, I'll let Nick talk again.
Hello?
There you go. He's starting to come through.
I can hear myself.
It might be through me. I'll turn mine down. But yeah, sorry.
Professionalism.
Yeah, there's technical difficulties. I'll let Nick explain the traffic light system because I think obviously one it will come better from you as you understand it more.
I mean, it's pretty simple. So you've got the green zones in the hospital where there's supposed to be no coronavirus cases or no suspected cases. You've got the amber zones where people are suspected, and until they get their swab back, if they're clear, they'll go to a green zone, and if they're positive, then they go to a red zone. That's basically it.
So
I'm working in a green block because I work with trauma, so we're trying to keep our doors open just for trauma after accidents, broken hip trauma from the elderly.
Right. Okay. So the hospital's planning on swapping them around to control the spreading of it. So for example, you're a green ward. Will you always be a green ward, or are they going to go right? So this wing of the hospital is now shifting to this, so we can
take turns.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah. No, I don't really know, to be honest, because everything's changed every day. I say that we're a ward, but for last week we were medical, we were urology, we were everything because we were just accepting everything that was green.
Right. Okay.
Can I just say quickly, Nick is only coming through Jay's microphone.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look as to why that is happening.
Hers is working for half of a word, and then it's just coming through yours, Jay.
Is it because I'm too quiet? Turn that up one
Maybe.
more. Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay.
There you go.
I think that's what it is.
No worries. Sorry about that, guys.
So yeah.
Gonna have a little bit of an echo, I think, but oh well.
We're doing the best we can with what we got.
Yeah.
Yay!
Adequacy.
Well, like I said, I'm still a boomer. All right, I'm new to this life.
Well, yeah.
So
we know it.
It will get better. It will get better. I mean, this week we've got an overlay. You know, we're movements. Last week,
That's true.
Yeah, and you fucked me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna keep rubbing that one in now.
That's fine. You wait.
You can just always be.
I feel
You can just always
betrayed.
be there in the background.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Never in the limelight.
It was the general census that I was getting was, I'll be a moderator, I'll be in the chat, but it's just long setting my webcam up. I know that you have got the webcam on now. I get that.
I really had it on the entire time you were setting up.
Oh, stop it, all right? The one thing I was really confusing myself with is what I had to do is obviously I'm screen capturing Discord. So I've stretched Alex's face into the guest box. But
Yeah, I'm looking a little squash there.
What? Nah. Nah.
It's an improvement.
Yeah, exactly. He's still like Slender Man.
So is that the sun, or is that?
That is the sun, yeah, from my skylight.
Okay, I see. Why does it look like you've got a ball of fire behind? Yeah.
No, I just thought I'd set the wall on fire for ambient effect. It's quite.
Yeah, man. It looks alright. I like it.
I'll keep it going.
But yeah, I mean, I did Elliot dirty last week because I made him look like Slender Man on the aspect ratio. So I'm sorry, Elliot. All right, that's what
Well, I
I'm
mean,
saying.
I look quite like Slender Man anyway, but I mean, you didn't need the exaggeration.
Well, I'm just saying that my aspect ratios were a bit off, and we last week was a test. These guys seem to enjoy it, and no, I really appreciate it. Like I said, I think we'll be doing this a lot more. It's actually quite hard to get everyone that's available at the same time. Like I said, for Alex, he was on a four-day stint of night shifts.
Yeah.
And obviously,
Fun times.
me and Elliot, we were locked down, furloughed, so we've got all the time in the world. Nick's been at work, but I just want to be able to have a lot of variety in terms of people, just mixing it up. So
I see how it is. I'm getting boring already, am I?
No, you're not getting boring, mate. I'm just as boring. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying we need something else to spice it up, just so we've got. Well, this is 4 of us to bounce off. We did 4 hours with 3 of us last week. I know it was new.
Alex, put on a bikini, spice it up.
Yeah,
shit.
boy.
I don't have one to hand. Fuck. I could do I could do funny voices.
Whoa.
Hello, is this funny? Well, yeah, top comedy. So, I don't know.
How do you even do that?
What's that?
The voices and the filters and shit.
Oh, mate, yeah, you
Hey,
had a Thanos
you're
film
magic.
earlier. It was sick.
I mean, this one.
It's so sick.
Damn, boy, he's thick.
Yeah, so
That's
Brad,
about-
we were saying, Brad, you all good? I appreciate you joining in, man. It says it was weird watching it on TV and the phone at the same time. I bet there's a bit of delay between the devices as well. But I appreciate it. I appreciate it. If you guys that are watching want to share the live stream to get out to more people, I would really appreciate it. I'm such a boomer. I don't know how to do it from here. I'm going to give it a go. So if we just instantly cut, I'm sorry.
What do you mean you don't? What do you mean you don't know how to do it?
Alex,
There's a
have you
big
streamed
button
through
underneath
YouTube
that says share.
Have you streamed through YouTube? It is different, all right?
I wouldn't personally, but
Right, I'm copying the link and I'm going to put it out on my Facebook page, all right, and my Twitter. So we'll see what happens. This could go horribly wrong. You never know.
While you do that, you can go grab some paracetamol. 'Cause
Nice.
Massive headache.
Yeah, so I'm not surprised. Not only do you have to put up with me, but you're putting up with 2 other males. So she's left the room, lads.
big male hours.
Reverse harem. Reverse harem.
We're currently live. Why not come join?
Because we suck.
Shh. They don't know.
That's true.
They haven't clicked the link yet. They don't know that. I mean, I can't believe last week we got 51 viewers. Like, that just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, a lot of them were trolls.
Yeah.
My analytics say different. Like, I will take it. Do you know what I mean? It's mad.
I mean, to be fair, you get like 50 trolls in, that puts your numbers up more.
Exactly.
That's almost like saying 20 quid's 20 quid.
It is 20.
It is, mate. Someone came up to you now and said, "Here's 20 quid." You can say, "No, thanks. I'll wait for that."
No,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean more like the I'm not gay, but 20 quid's 20 quid.
Oh.
It's valid statement.
Mate.
Oh, Tetley man. Hey, how you doing, man? You good? Nice to see you.
God,
back.
fucking hell, Jay. How long? Have you got that?
It's just appeared on my chat screen. All right, I'm sorry.
Mate. This really is some BTEC shit, isn't it?
Oh, stop it. So yeah. So
Jay's just buffering mentally.
like, I'm like a 2005 Dell PC, mate. It takes so long to process information. It's ridiculous.
You're like,
It'll start
Yeah.
making the dial-up noises in a minute.
I was going to say, his sign-apps are working on fucking dial-up.
But
Let me just load up MSN.
MSN, they were the days when you used to have all the people in your name, and oh mate, mad. MSN.
like,
Oh,
gifts or
Oh, man.
MSN Messenger. Then I take you back.
Well, this is the thing, right? This is where me, you, and Alex are going to be shocked, because I know that there's an age difference between me and Nick, but I think that we probably don't have the same experience with MSN. Or we may do, I don't know. But I used to run home from school to be on MSN to talk to my friends, who I literally just spent the whole fucking day at school with. It was so dumb.
Oh
I
yeah.
used to just make plans. be like, "Oh, who's coming out? Who's going George? Who's going King George's?" And he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming." It was great. And then
Well, I
people
think Nick's era is more like Bebo and MySpace, isn't it?
Ooh.
Well, I
definitely was.
To be fair, I had a Bebo.
Too young.
Yeah, I had a Bebo.
I had Bebo.
Share the love. Share the love. I used to love that. Clicking little hearts and things.
So how old is
How old is
everyone?
that?
I'm 27.
I know how old you are.
Well, you did ask everyone, so
25.
don't tell me I am the biggest boomer in this whole group chat.
I mean, I'm 23.
Oh,
Oh, yay!
man, I am a
22.
boomer. I am a boomer.
Come on, we're not all that.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. It's because Elliot's glorious beard, and I assumed Alex was older.
Everyone says that. I've been fucking called 40 before. If you can believe that.
That's
What?
mad.
That's a bit.
Yeah.
What?
That
I
is
know.
mad.
I'd have said 12 at most.
Oof.
Ooh,
Cut me deep, man. Cut me deep.
just how you like it.
Anyway.
But yeah,
Oh.
that's mad.
In Norfolk said King.
Yeah, boy. I don't. Elle, obviously you didn't grow up in France. You just lived there, right? How long was you there for?
Well, I mean, depends how you class growing up, because I moved over
Usually
there
between the
before my
ages of
12th
0
birthday.
to 18, but
Well, yeah, then I grew up in France.
okay, sweet. So wait, what?
Nailed it.
So, was you born in France?
No, I'm British.
Can't you tell?
First 11
you
years in
sound it.
England, then the next
Oh,
10
right.
years in France.
Oh, so you grew up.
So
in
technically,
England,
you grew up in England because that's
and
1
then
year.
Yeah, then you moved to France at 12. Okay.
When I was 11, yeah, when I was 12. Yeah.
So your life has kind of been like equally shared between the two countries.
And I've spent time in Holland as well.
Nice.
How long did you live in France for?
10 years.
Yo, yo. What was saying, Neil? You good? I am all good. I hope you are.
Neil's on.
And George as well. He's saying, mate, I haven't spoken to you in a while. I hope you keep it safe. Who's spanking what?
What's this smacking noise?
Yeah.
Is that Nick? Is that Nick getting
No, I think that's me.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh.
Soz.
It's alright. It's no worry. I just want to know where it was coming from.
Yeah, I was like, what the
No,
fuck?
just slap my thighs, you know.
Because you a thick boy.
Apparently they want us to do karaoke.
Karaoke?
Sing us a song, Jay. That's what they're asking. Sing us a song,
I
Jay.
don't have any songs to sing. Come on, Nick. You're a Disney enthusiast. Sing us a song.
Oh mate, love it, Disney.
Oh no, I'm gonna go and top myself.
Cool.
Bruh.
No, Disney, please.
Oof. Monkey ass. Ooh.
To be fair, Elle, we share the same view on Disney. I enjoy a Disney film.
Fuck you, Jay.
I just don't like musicals. So I like the films. I just don't like the songs because they're so perfectly.
They're like the
crafted.
best parts.
Yeah, but they're so
My
perfectly
girlfriend's
crafted.
the Disney fan. I just put up with it.
Do you know what? I'll share that. Like I said, I enjoy the films.
Ah,
The
mate.
storylines are cool. They look really nice. They're very polished. But I know they're musicals at heart. But the songs are so perfectly crafted that they
It
stay in the
depends which
charts for
ones,
like
because
7 years.
you gotta remember that Disney literally own everything nowadays.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
Yeah,
like
that's also true.
Marvel, Star Wars.
Wait, hey,
Yeah.
last time I watched the Avengers, they didn't just bust out into song. Do you know what I mean?
It's still owned by Disney though.
Yeah.
I
love
Disney.
Disney.
I love all aspects
Aspects.
of Disney. But it's
It's
not,
not
like,
even like, for example,
until we
until we
watch
watch
all of
the
the
Star
Star
Wars,
Wars, actually know that Disney.
Stop smacking your.
Hold on. Fuck me.
What is
is
it?
it?
He's slapping
Neil,
his
Neil,
thigh.
Neil, Neil asked if it's Neil asked if it's Nick whipping Jay. 'Cause he's been a bad boy.
That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah, she's got to keep me in line. To be fair, like
Nice.
obviously with her going to work all the time, when she comes through the door, I'm like a little like Labrador, and I'm like, "Oh, human, spend time with me, appreciate me, show me attention," and she's like, "Fuck off, leave me alone."
And then she
So-
scratches your belly and you start going like weird with your leg. Like,
Hell yeah. I love belly rubs, can't lie. Frozen, Let It Go, mate. That was in the charts for like 10 years. I swear, it never goes away.
But that
Oh, please no.
Sounds
Please
like
no.
it.
Not Frozen.
Frozen.
I'm keeping good, bro. Need to catch up when we can, as we can't stick about to what? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I get you.
What?
Sorry, it just took me a few seconds to process that. like I said, as earlier.
The dial-up.
Yeah, the dial-up was ticking along. Yeah, we do need a good catch-up, man. Need a good catch-up. To be honest, we touched on this in the last live stream. There's going to be, I think people are going to appreciate relationships and friendships a lot more because they're not going to take it for granted as much. So it's going to be more of a privilege to see your friends than it is well, I say privilege or a luxury maybe, than it is, just kind of taking it for granted. But
yeah.
But yeah, I totally agree. There's a lot of people I need to catch up with. I'm going to be a busy, busy boy. But we'll soon see what happens. Cookie jar. 10
Cookie
years old.
jar, 10 years old.
Is that Gym Class Heroes cookie jar? Because that's a banger if it is. If that's the one you're on about.
Don't know my head.
Gym Class Heroes was sick. They did Cupid, and they did Cookie Jar, and then I don't remember anything else.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, like their frontman wore glasses, had like a bit of an alternate style.
Well, don't talk. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just talking about the songs.
Okay, fair enough.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, we're just looking at the analytics. We've got 12 people currently watching, so thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you are new to the channel, obviously feel free to subscribe and share the live stream out. We're just chatting about random ass stuff because it's keeping us sane. Yeah, I can't wait till the real world opens back up. I think the real world is gonna be hidden behind a paywall, mate. I think that's what it's gonna be, a microtransaction life. That's what it's gonna be.
Makes sense.
Welcome to the EA world.
It's gonna be a season pass. You can only get to certain areas. You have to pay like 50 quid a month or whatever.
Don't give Trump ideas.
Oh, mate, did you guys see what he was saying to the public?
It's all right.
America
He's gonna off himself.
Don't even go there. That's a whole can of worms you don't want to open up.
He's gonna chug a bottle of Dettol. He'll be out of the way soon.
Yes, I've got the cure for Corona. It's Dettol. Like what? No, it's not, bro.
Dettol and light.
I can't believe that guy was like, yeah, just inject bleach, be alright. What? What's wrong with you?
Apparently, some people have already started doing it as well.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me either. Really
maybe it's a master plan to kill off idiots.
Maybe. Did you see?
In which case, America's fucked.
Well, a friend of mine, Dudley, sent me a Reddit. It's like a GIF that went on for a little bit longer than a GIF. I don't know what they're called, but it was like a 30-second clip.
Give me the video.
Video then.
Yeah, all right, I get it. He sent me one from Reddit, and it was literally I think it was the health secretary or the woman that runs the health department of whatever in America. She's sitting beside the like little podium as he's talking, and this camera is just on her face as he says that, and it zooms in and in and in, and you could just see the look of disgust on her face, like, I can't believe you just said that to the people of America, to inject yourself with like disinfectant. Like you could just see her life draining from her eyes, like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Neil's given you something to do, Jay. He said create a Dettol flavoured vape and send it to Trump.
Oh, mate.
No, it ain't gonna be Dettol flavoured. Just put Dettol in the vape.
To be fair, a lot of vape companies are starting to sell hand sanitizer in short-fill bottles, and I don't know how I feel about it, personally. I mean, they're all, like, do what you want, but I don't know.
All it takes is
like,
one moment of fucked up brainness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You fucking squirt the wrong shit in your vape.
It reminds me.
At least your tank will be clean.
It reminds me of what we was watching last night.
So are your lungs, mate.
Was watching Pie. We watched number 1 and number 2 yesterday, and the bit where what's his name? Jim.
Stifler. Oh.
No. Jim uses super glue instead of lube. It's that one moment of a bit of wrong bottle and could go very wrong.
Right, what's going on in the chat? So we've got Gym Class. Yeah, they were sick. They were sick. Neil, not a fan of musicals, but I did love The Lion King. Who doesn't love The Lion King? Some Disney
I've
films
never seen it.
Oh, you need to watch it. Like, genuinely, it's one of the best films ever. So good.
Make me.
I mean, I can't.
Cry.
But,
Exactly.
Some Disney films are genuinely one of my favourites of all time. Like, I like Robin Hood. I like Lion King.
That's a good. Which Robin? You mean the animated one?
Yeah, the cartoon one where he's a fox and a bear.
Yeah.
Like, it's good.
That's a good one.
It's not like Frozen though, is it?
Get out.
No.
Leave this live stream.
There's not really.
You can't say that.
To it.
What you? It's Robin Hood, bruv. He steals from the rich and gives to the poor. That is Robin Hood.
Then the poor become rich.
Exactly, and they
Like
dethrone the
repeats.
bloke who's taxing everyone a lot. It's a great film, and you've got a snake that flies, bruv. He spins his tail and he starts like levitating with his balloon.
No, that's Tails from Sonic the Hedgehog. You get it mixed up there, mate.
No, honestly, have you seen Robin Hood? Yeah. You must have seen Robin Hood. You know, where they're at the archery tournament and he's stuck in the barrel of ale and he gets drunk and then he blows a balloon up on his head and he starts floating and then he uses his tail to move himself, propel himself around. It's really cool. 99.9% clean. Yeah, I know, man, but you should not be drinking any sort of disinfectant or bleach. Please don't. I don't want to be responsible for that. I thought my lime juice tasted funny. Yeah, you should probably double check that, mate. Is it the hand sanitizer they sent out not the same as a Nick shot? Oh, God. No, it's not. But yeah, I don't know. What's your thoughts on it, Elliot? I mean, from a personal standpoint, like I said, like if companies want to do it, cool. As long as they're abiding by what the rules and regs for it, that's fine. But I don't know if I see it as capitalizing on what's the right word? Like capitalizing on a situation for profit. Like, do you see what I mean? Or if it's just like actually a handy thing to have from your local vape store or whatever.
Well, isn't every company profiting from this? I mean, like, have a look at like Tesco, Sainsbury's, and whatever's profits in this quarter. It will be fucking insane.
I'll tell you one company that aren't profiting, and that is Thorpe Park.
Random company.
Well, they're not profiting.
Neither is Colchester Zoo.
Oh yeah,
I was going to say Colchester Zoo's
really
suffering.
struggling.
Yeah, they are.
Which is actually really sad.
Loads of people have donated to it though, and they've said that.
Was it them or there was some zoo? I don't know if it was them or not, but they had to like write up a list of like which animals they'd have to feed to the other ones first.
Yo,
my God.
That's mad.
There was something I read about that. Some zoo had to do
sorry,
that.
It's probably bullshit.
I'm sorry,
It could
Pete,
very well be, but I could
as
believe
you're a
it too.
parrot, you are going to be fed to the lions. You are first on the list to go. No, I can't imagine them doing that.
No one likes
It's
the
so
parrots
sad.
you go in.
Yeah, it's so sad though because it's not even from a business perspective. It's a case of they look after animals. Do you know what I mean? So it's like it's not even if the business suffers, it's not really the end of the world. It's the animals that suffer, and that's actually quite sad. So I hope they get stuff sorted.
Okay, Bradley asks, "What's the best flavored vape juice you've ever had, and why?"
Oh.
I know mine. You know mine.
Oh, you say this every time. I don't. It changes. Your favourite ever juice? Actually, to be fair,
Blue raspberry.
No, I do like raspberry, but no.
I think for me would be a bit of a sideball. I would go with Tropical by a company called Momo. Tastes like vape and a Solero. It's insane.
I forgot about that one.
That's really good.
Eat a Solero.
For you, are you recently vaping it?
Yeah.
Is it that brand that I love pronouncing?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, honestly, I've never tasted a flavour like it. Like, it's so nice. And it's so unique. I feel like you try a tropical and it's pretty similar to other tropicals.
Sorry, you keep breaking up, so I'm assuming you're coming through my mic as well. I don't know.
Yeah, she is.
Sorry.
She is.
You just really need to deep throat that mic.
We'll turn it up a
What
bit.
is it doing?
Or
You
that,
need
yeah.
to-
You didn't quiet it.
I thought mine was.
Or like I said, just share the same damn mic. Just don't talk
Or
over
that.
each other.
Yeah, well, we can't promise that. That's why we have separate ones.
But
Yeah, no, like
it's
not like anything I've ever tried. It's
a
a bit menthol,
and
and I normally don't like menthol, and it's so
fucking monkey. It's so good.
Where's your plus button?
Here.
There we go.
Is that better?
better.
Oh,
Oh, fuck.
hey, you're
yeah.
really
Oh,
loud.
Jesus. Oh,
Too loud?
Loud?
hello.
I don't know why there's such a delay with her mic, because I'm seeing her talk to it, and then it's coming through like a couple of seconds later. It's weird.
But so is yours.
It was yours. I've just got used to it.
Oh, fair enough.
Gash mic.
Because
We are next to each other. I'm hearing you live, and
Now you're
you-
coming through.
I
Perfect.
mean, there's going to be a delay.
Okay.
It's not going to be
Yeah.
instant.
yeah.
Yeah, I know that. Okay, El, favourite ever juice and why?
Christ, this is a difficult one.
And for Alex, as he doesn't smoke or vape, what is your favourite type of beverage and why?
Yeah, I was just going to say, like, what's my favourite juice? I was going to go, like, orange juice or maybe cranberry, you know.
Oh, orange juice, are we talking pure or concentrate? Are we
Ooh,
talking with
cranberry
bits,
juice,
without
man.
without bits?
Okay, without bits, because...
Yeah. You got to be a psycho to
Um,
drink it with bits, I'm sorry.
What the fuck? With this is the best way to drink orange juice.
with
when
milk?
I go to drink orange juice, I want to drink orange juice,
No,
not eat
I
orange.
literally don't care.
I'll have I'll have bits. I won't have bits.
Yeah,
Like if I'm going for a drink, I want to drink it, not eat it.
You don't have to chew the
You
bit.
do drink it. You don't drink yogurt. Well, I mean, you can, but you don't.
I mean,
You kind of.
Pulp is
See?
grim.
Stumped, huh?
Got into a weird ballpark.
I can't answer that question because I change my juice every week.
Okay, so if you had to, okay.
If I go based on the juice that I vape the most over my vaping history, it's got to be Red Astaire.
Oh, there we go. That's perhaps better to say. Red Astaire. You do love a Red Astaire, to be fair. Every time we talk, it comes up somewhere in a conversation. So
Yep,
I would say
that's the juice that I've vaped the most of over the course of like the however many years I've been vaping, like 8 years I've been vaping.
And what about you, Al? So you go for orange juice or cranberry juice with or without bits?
I think probably would be orange. Yeah.
Fresh orange juice.
Yeah, I like cranberry juice, but it's the bitter aftertaste I can't get.
It's the fact it makes
It's
me
the fact it
urinate a
dries
lot.
your mouth out.
As that as well, yeah.
To be fair, I do like a freshly squeezed apple juice without bits. That's
I'd
nice.
say apple juice. Apple
Yeah,
juice.
I think a fresh apple juice, but if we're going from concentrate, then it'd be orange juice.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Tantalising on the taste buds.
Are there actually any cranberry e-liquids, e-juices?
Oh, that's a question.
I bet that'd be horrible.
I think that'd be quite bitter.
I think oh no, there must be.
It'd probably be mixed with something.
Yeah, it'd be a mixer. So
Normally mixed like raspberry.
Doesn't Homeboy have a cranberry mixer in one of their flavors? I'm pretty sure it is. I think it's like a.
Yeah, is it cranberry?
Is it grape and no white?
No, it's not the grape. It's white peach and grape.
That's the one.
All
right.
Yeah, actually, you might be right. I think they are, but it's a very, very subtle flavour.
I've got a feeling that the label has got cranberry written in purple, and the rest of it's the same, like green sort of. Font.
Yeah, it's cranberry, apple, and raspberry, but
That's
it's the most subtle. It's the most subtle one they do. It is nice. It's not as good as the rhubarb.
Rhubarb one is that's G.
The rhubarb one's banging, man. That'll probably be up there.
A little bit of a memory. Jay, you should duct tape Nick's makeup and hide it all again. For that video.
Oh, mad, yeah. So for those of you that are watching that haven't seen this, that have just subscribed for the vape stuff. Way before vaping stuff, I've been on YouTube for years, and I used to just do random content. And there was a video where a series of videos where I was pranking Nick, and one of these pranks is I put bin liners all around her car. And I had sellotaped all of her makeup to the ceiling of our bedroom. That was a fun day.
May I just add, this was a courtesy car as well. It wasn't just my car. Go find it on the channel.
Yeah.
You haven't privatised it?
No, it's still there. To be fair, I actually there was a video I should probably privatise. Just because times have changed and it doesn't reflect my views anymore. So I got a comment on it the other day, and I was like, "What? No one's watched this video for like 3 years. Why are people commenting on it?" It was, I think it was about non-binary people, something like that. It was meant to be like a comedy skit, right? A bit of satire. I get it, but because my views have changed in the last few years, I'm like, yeah, I should probably private that video. But it was just weird to see people comment on it. Yeah, do you know what I mean? It was like, oh mate, like that's.
The lefties will go after fucking anything they can get their grubby little mitts on.
I'll be brutally honest with you, mate. Most of the comments are really positive because they could see that it was a joke. There's just the odd one or two. They're like,
most people are not. Most people are all right.
Yeah.
Just don't post that on Twitter.
yeah. Otherwise, I will get cancelled. Right, let's catch up with the chat. I've seen it move a little bit. So what's going on?
Mainly me.
George, best rebuildable tank to buy. Caliburn pods are on the rise of not giving me what I want currently. Suggestions. I would highly recommend for a mouth-to-lung rebuildable the Aries tank. That is fantastic for flavour. I'm trying to think. I think it's a Vandy Vape Aries. Don't hold me to that. I know it's definitely called the Aries, but that's fantastic for flavour.
One of the original mouth-to-lung rebuildables is the Sfomesto Kafen.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
They've done the Kafen 5 a year or so ago, but I mean, if you want to get a legit one, it's an expensive piece of kit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Own boy, defo have one. Yeah. No bits is the only way to drink juice. Exactly, Will. You're on our page. Pulp is
No,
great.
orange, like Tropicana orange juice or freaking grapefruit with
I
the
bet
bits in, man.
I bet you brush your teeth without watering your toothbrush as well, don't you?
No, I water the toothbrush first, then I put toothpaste on it, and then I water it again.
Or again,
Bet
yes.
you put milk in
what
your
you do
teeth
it.
first.
You
Fuck
put
off,
cereal.
fuck off.
You put milk before the cereal. Right?
Recently found out.
You
You know
ganging
what,
up
though?
on me
That is
now,
more
is it, huh?
common. That is more common in other countries.
What, milk
We've
before
got
the
a
cereal?
couple, yeah, we've got a couple Portuguese nurses that we work with, and when we're making patients breakfast and stuff, done that, and I was like,
If they served me cereal and put milk in first, I would throw it at them. I'd be like, "What is
Okay,
this?"
let's ask my
normal.
Portuguese friend.
What?
Do you put milk in first? Let's ask him. Let's go.
just cereal though. I don't know about tea. Yeah,
Tea,
my
you definitely don't.
really great norm. Yeah, puts tea in first, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Question though: do you put milk in your coffee before hot water? Because I personally do,
Yes.
so I don't scald the beans.
Yes, yes. No, you're meant to, because then, especially with instant coffee, otherwise it's too bitter. It takes the bitterness out if you put the milk straight on the instant powder and then put the water.
I mean, I just don't drink coffee.
You're a psycho. How can you not drink coffee?
Tastes
Right.
like fucking ass.
And what you did to a car? Yeah, sorry, Neil. It had to be done. It was funny. Yeah. Luckily, she didn't get any charges, which was good. So that was always a plus.
And they just said Nick should hide Jay's vape and see how long he can go without it.
Now,
Well, that would be a bit hard because he's got about 12. Like you
Right.
should see.
currently,
Actually, pick a couple up in front of
okay,
the camera.
currently I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on my desk. So
That's just in front of him.
I've got like 4 on the coffee table. So
We've got some. Also, you've given some.
oh, I've got. Hang on, let me just open one drawer. I think I've got a Smock Novo 2 in this one. What device is coming out of my?
Who likes warm milk with cereal?
Oh,
You like
That's
fucking heating up
grim.
your fucking milk?
Actually, can I just say warm milk with golden grahams or cinnamon toast?
Are
That
you tr-
works.
I mean,
Anything
are you
else?
trying
No.
to make like is that like a hybrid of like cereal porridge with them sort of golden graham
Yeah,
style?
it is.
See,
yeah.
I kind of
Only
get
With
that.
anything else, it doesn't work.
Only
I'd
one.
rather have porridge.
One cereal that I'll have milk with, and that's Weetabix.
Because that
love
basically makes
Weetabix.
porridge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like porridge.
kind of.
But it's not far off. I'll
If it's
just
like
have
mini
porridge.
Weetabix, then I have to have cold milk. But if it's the proper big Weetabix, get in the microwave 30 seconds, a little bit of sugar on it.
George has put, do you water before juice or juice before water? When it's, are you talking about like, this is going to make me sound like a boomer. You say squash, I say cordial. Because that's how I was
Ooh.
raised.
Oh, look at you.
Cordial is
Cordial is completely different. Like elderflower
you.
cordial is not the same as orange squash.
Nah,
You wouldn't
it's
call
cordial, mate.
Ribena a fucking cordial.
Nah, it's
I
cordial, mate.
agree.
It's cordial.
Thank you, Elliot.
It's cordial. That's how I was raised. It's cordial.
Yeah, but no, I personally put the juice in the water because otherwise I
Oh.
can't.
If you put water then juice, it just dilutes it so quickly, and you don't know how much
Also,
you're putting
how
in.
do you know? Yeah, how strong do you know you're making the juice?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
All right, what else we got? So Neil, we are all in agreement that no one likes warm milk with cereal, other than Elliot with his golden grahams and cinnamon
No,
crunch.
Tetley Man said Weetabix and shredded wheat needs warm milk, or is it just me?
To be fair,
Weetabix definitely.
well, but yeah, because like we
Weetabix
said,
can
it makes
be.
it like porridge. So I get
But
that.
at that point, just have porridge.
Yeah, exactly. Just buy yourself. What is it? What are they called? Quaker's Oats.
Oh, it's so simple.
That's the one. Oh, it's so simple, mate. Microwave it,
Oh,
buff.
Man,
My mate has his cereal with warm milk. Oh, yeah, I'd rather starve. I do not blame you. Unless it's porridge, I'm not interested.
Yeah,
Milk first
Cocoa
in
Pops
coffee
could
all
work
day
as
long.
well.
Oh, hey Jack, how you doing, man? I hope you're keeping
I don't
safe.
know.
Oh, big words. Oh, is that because I
It's a
said
big word.
cordial?
That's the biggest word you do know, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only one. Cordial. Weetabix can. Oh, that was Elliot. Cocoa Pops could work with warm milk.
Just have a hot
But
chocolate,
like having
mate.
a warm milkshake or a hot chocolate.
Just have a hot chocolate.
To be fair,
Why take the
you're
extra
such a
step?
downer, you are, aren't you?
No, but why take the extra step of making it with cocoa pops when you can just make a hot chocolate?
What's
Oh,
crave?
no.
Can someone tell me what crave is?
was literally about to
Crave.
mention Crave before William
Yeah.
did.
those,
Crave
like-
whole milk is the best
The ones
thing. It's
with
literally
filling.
like these little encased pillows, chocolate
Yeah, but he
inside.
said, we've never warmed up Crave.
Oh,
I can imagine it
No.
makes the chocolate on the inside like a Nutella or Nutella, depending on where you are in the world. It has
What
a
has
hyphen above
hands
the
but
U.
can't clap?
A
A clock! Woo!
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
man.
just fucking doing riddle time now.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know what we've just kind of gone into a weird.
Post your best
wormhole.
riddles in the chat.
Yeah, get your
Okay,
riddles
I've
out.
got one. What gets wetter the more it dries?
A towel.
My life.
Oh, he's good.
I don't
Wait,
know.
what? Your life?
I'm just a big wetty, and let's be honest. And
Yeah.
then my skin's drying.
Okay,
up as I'm
so
getting older.
my friend who is Portuguese said it works both ways. Sometimes it's milk before cereal, sometimes it's cereal before milk.
Is there
Yeah,
any
that's not
reason why it's like half and half?
Or are they just wrong?
He said it could be just me because I'm a psychopath.
Okay, yeah. Well, there you go then.
I mean,
There we go.
fair enough. At least he's acknowledging it. Do you know what I mean?
oh,
What other weird things? What other weird thing? Oh, have you guys tried this sneak stuff? This is going to sound so sponsored, and it's genuinely not. Have you guys tried this stuff?
Hashtag not spawn.
Hashtag
No.
not sponsored.
Have you tried this new game, Raid Shadow Legends?
Oh, mate,
I
I'm
was
not
just
even
gonna
joking.
say.
I know that brand deal is a meme, but if they ever email the channel, you know
Mate.
I'm using that. They are paying money.
You realise how much they're paying
You
for that?
fucking
Yeah.
shill.
Well,
It's
like
like-
10, I don't get
it's like
monetized. It's
going-
like 10 grand a video, bruv.
It's like you
it's going.
Fucking ridiculous.
I'm just gonna talk about our sponsors, Honey.
Hey, I use Honey, so.
Yeah,
Honey
same.
is the great. No, don't get me wrong. Honey is great. Everyone.
But genuinely, if you guys haven't tried Sneak, it's like a sugar-free powdered energy drink, and I got the sample pack at the start of the week. They come with 5 flavors, and honestly, this stuff is awesome. Like, I'm genuinely gonna be buying
Apparently,
some.
people
So if
in the
Sneak-
chat have tried it.
Yeah, it's so good, so good.
Yeah,
If they actually want to reach out and sponsor me, I will take that. Do you know what I mean? They probably won't.
I low-key want to buy some stuff now.
They're so good. Shake it. And I didn't realise till the other day, Reese, a good friend of mine who was messaging me about Sneaks, he saw it on my Instagram story. He bought the starter pack the other day, and you can get a purple shaker. Yeah, it's really good.
Oh.
You have to pay an extra £3, and I was like, no, count me out. But yeah, it's really good. Really good.
Yeah,
What's
they're
your
not white.
favourite flavour? Is it the watermelon one or is it the
Ooh,
tropical
no.
one?
Oh, no.
either.
My favourite for me at the starter pack would have to be either the blue raspberry or the purple storm. Because the blue raspberry is really good, and the purple storm tastes like Vimto, which is so good, personally. Oh, Elias has said, what's Crave? What? You don't know what Crave is?
No, I don't. I just did say that.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry. Google Crave. You must have seen it in the supermarkets. It's like little pillows where it's like wheat and
You might
chocolate
have
inside.
probably even seen like a cheapo.
Mate, I don't eat like £4 boxes of 100-gram cereal. Like, I'll
That's
get,
what I'm saying. Get like the Tesco own brand.
Yeah, 50p, 50p,
Oh,
8
sorry.
kilos of cornflakes.
Sorry.
Mate.
I literally said they're these little wheat pillows with chocolate in the middle.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, hang on, I'm trying to keep
I
up
know
with
you
the
did
chat.
say that.
Sneak
I
energy
like
drink
it.
is
You can get,
dank.
like, I think
Jack has said
the
yes,
Tesco
mate.
ones
Sneak
are like-
bangs.
they're called like Choco
Cherry
Pillows
Bomber's
or
good.
something like
Yeah, chocolate pillows, mate. Buff. I've been going through a phase of just eating what are they called? It's not granola, but it is the same.
Yeah, it's basically granola.
Muesli.
Mm,
Muesli.
sort of. It's like the
Muesli.
Just like these Tesco's brands.
honey,
So there's
like nut
uh,
cluster things,
Yeah.
but they do like
they're
a
like
maple.
honey.
Yeah, they do a maple and pecan. Oh my god, so good.
It's really good.
And we've got Cherry Bomber. Cherry Bomber bangs, mate. But I don't know if I could drink it for 40 days straight because I'm trying to limit one a day, and one pot will do 40 servings. So I think I'd get bored of it after that long. Brad's put, what can travel around the world while staying in the corner? I'm going to say a map or a globe. I think a globe, because you sit out in the corner and spin it around. I don't know.
What I think we should do.
There's no corners on a globe.
I think
What, a
if I
globe? What's
decide-
round? What are you, a
The
flat
globe
earth?
Okay.
can sit in a corner.
That's what I'm saying. There's no corners on a globe.
If
I decide to try that, then we could buy different flavours and then we
share
get each other.
That's not a bad shout.
I mean, the two flavours that we both like, and then we won't get bored.
Tom's in the chat. What are we saying, bruv? I hope you're keeping good. Yeah, no, you
Right,
have been
Tom.
saying it. And I got pulled into a targeted ad. I'm not gonna lie. I kept seeing it on my newsfeed and thought, you know what? Tom's tried it. Better messaged me a few times saying it's nice. I'll give it a go. And yeah, you guys bang on, mate. It's Purple Storm bangs. I'm a fan of Stealth. Stealth is the only one I haven't tried because you get 5 sachets and I think they've got 6 flavors. But a lot of people have said that the Stealth bangs. I haven't actually tried it.
Yeah.
Sun on the Moon. That's a good shout.
Astronaut on the ice. What?
ISIS.
I haven't got my glasses on.
The astronaut can be sat in a corner and they're going around the world, mate.
That makes sense.
Not the ISIS ones.
Stamp's a good shout.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It probably is Stamp. Probably is.
Jack put the Stamp as well as Neil, so that's a good one. Yeah, talking about the ISS, I read an article the other day that's due to come back into orbit and be like null and void in 2024. Because I was in a weird wormhole with Facebook videos, right? And it was telling me about NASA, how they have a graveyard for spaceships in the middle of nowhere. So it's like the point of impact is like 0.001% of like to hurt people. So they've picked that specific place. It's between like Bora Bora and the next mainland on the right hand side of it. It's like in the middle of the ocean. And they were saying that the ISS is going to hit that 2024 because it's being made redundant. And I was like, what? That's mad. Like I thought I was going to be there forever and they were just going to go up and repair it as and when. I didn't realise they were getting rid of it.
What does the ISS actually like do?
It's a massive, well, obviously International Space Station, but it obviously uses, I think all the satellites. Don't it help beam satellites around?
I just thought the satellites just did it themselves.
It's mainly like a training area for the astronauts, and they can also take like readings of the Earth. Like they can do readings of the ozone. They can see weather points on the Earth, and it's like training stuff, really. It's the end goal for a lot of astronauts.
Really.
What's it doing for you? Nothing.
What's it ever done for me?
Look pretty at night if you look at it at certain times.
What do I need an ISS?
Telescope. I don't know. I really don't know.
Exactly.
Depends if you're into ham radio.
No, it's already redundant, isn't it? I don't need it.
That's true. Everything's digital now. Even radio's on tab. Thank you for 14 concurrent viewers. I really appreciate it. Thank you for joining the stream and getting involved in the chat. We need to know, Brad, what is the answer to your riddle? We've got a lot of comments in the chat. Are any of them correct?
I've got a feeling it probably was Stamp.
I think
I'm
it's
guessing Stamp, yeah.
Makes the most sense.
I still think globe, because you can use it as an ornament in the corner. And then you spin it.
It doesn't go around the world.
Yeah, but the globe, you spin the globe to look at different parts of the world, right?
That's not going around the world, is it?
Well, yeah, if you stood still and spun it, you're going around it, because it's...
Yeah, but it's not going around the world.
Stop up with your stupid logic.
Could have said Daft Punk as well.
That's a good shout.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, they do go around the world. Yeah, so anyone that's just recently joined the live stream, what is everyone doing to cope with their lockdown blues? How are we getting on? Are we climbing the walls, or are we getting on all right? Obviously, I know Tom is a good friend of mine and a long-time subscriber of the channel. I know he's an essential worker. How are you finding work? Has it been extra busy still? People still panic buying? I haven't really left the house, so I don't really know. I'm trying to adhere to the government guidelines, but there are a lot of people. Did you see an article the other day? People in Southend, there's about 40 kids that all met up to play a game of football.
Doesn't surprise me.
The police were just like, what are you doing? And they're like, yeah, but we ain't been out in ages. Like, yeah, there's a reason for that.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah. Jay, Coutinho or no? Oh, are you talking to Coutinho to a certain club or just as a player? I need to know the bit of context. Going to work, lol. Yeah, no, I get that. How's work been? Has it been like still been really like stressful? A lot of panic buyers, a lot of idiots, or has it kind of slowed down a little bit and it's more like your normal shifts as they would be?
Mum's told me that. It's been
horrendous. Like
compared to the other ones.
Yeah, like
how we've been a bit quieter.
Over in Dunmo and town's been a bit quieter. Apparently,
Mark's farm's still
stupid.
Really?
They're letting stupid people out. People are not following the one way.
That's mad.
Very dumb.
That's crazy. I don't understand.
They'll
why people
follow
panic
the
about it.
They'll follow the rules up until they get into the supermarket, and then it's just a free for all. It's stupid.
Yeah, exactly. I think the last time I went shopping, we split it up, didn't we? And I went a couple of weeks ago to do the weekly shop, which was, quite frankly, drove my anxiety through the roof, to be fair. I'm not even joking. I don't really suffer with a lot of anxiety, but where I haven't been around people and then went to a place where there's a lot of people, I was just like, oh, shit.
George is about to go. I don't know if you want to say goodbye.
Oh, sweet, man. Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. And, yeah, I'll speak to you soon. Oh, that's... Okay. You're really excited. I'm trying to go through the comments and tell my story. I'm sorry. Yeah, like you're right. As soon as you got through the doors of the place, no one gave a shit. No one was doing the one way.
Yeah.
Everyone was like stroking each other. It was like, oh, people. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, everyone needs to have this 2 meter space and just abide by the rules. It's dumb. Bought a bike to get a couple of miles a day. Legend. At least you keep me fit. I haven't. The only exercise I do is a walk. I ain't running anywhere, let's be honest. Look at me. But I'll go for a walk. Beth, mate. She's put yo. Yo. Hope you're keeping safe. Hope Tom isn't driving you around the bend too much. Tetley man, rumoured to go in Chelsea. To be fair, Coutinho's a decent player. Will he suit the style of play? Probably. We need a few more players that have that. I wouldn't say Coutinho's world class, but I'd say he's definitely up there of becoming a world-class player. We need people a bit more of his calibre to come into the side and inject that experience. You've been playing at Bayern Munich, gaining his experience, developing as a player. It would make sense. It just depends what the price tag is. I wouldn't want to spend any more than 60, 70 million on him. Sainsbury's is getting long. People are being miserable. Also, uni work. Yeah, Jack, I can appreciate that, man. How's it been for you in your end? I know you're around the Ipswichy way, I think. So has it been mass amount of people panic buying as well? Obviously, good luck with uni, man. I hope it's going well. I do need to come down, but obviously we're all grounded, so I can't.
What are you doing for uni as well?
I think this is just me trying to remember. I think it's sport. So sports science or sports therapy or something like that. Sport related. I can't remember off the top of my head. Don't shoot me. Tom, I don't see customers. It's like Christmas busy, but we have a lot of temp workers. But as a night worker, it's not that bad. Oh, fair enough, man. Oh, obviously, yeah, you don't see customers. I thought that might be a crossover period in the morning, but that's fair enough. It's like Christmas every day. That's long, man.
Yeah, my mum's starting work at like 4 o'clock.
Every
Yeah.
That's mad.
It used to be like 6.
6.
That's crazy. But yeah. So, Alex, what is your first thing you're going to do when lockdown is over?
Probably end up going to work. As I have been.
Yeah.
Depends when they decide to end lockdown, if I'm working or not.
Oh, fair enough. That backfired a little bit. That me?
To be fair, even beforehand, I never really went out much or did anything.
See,
so
I think we were saying this the other day. Like, I've become an introvert over the last few years. So my general day-to-day would be go to work, come home, work on YouTube videos. And that's pretty much it. That's me in a nutshell. So the only thing I'm not being able to do recently is go to work and have that social interaction with customers. But it would be nice to go to a coffee shop and get a coffee, or go to McDonald's and just get some shitty food, or do you know what I mean? Just little bits that I wouldn't normally. Like, I mean, I've lived without, obviously, but it'd just be nice to do everything. Like go to Nando's. Do you know, it'd just be nice to go out for a meal or something.
Oh yeah, I remember.
of all the places, why
Nando's?
No, I don't owe you a Nando's. I said that we're going to Nando's. It doesn't mean I'm paying for it. He's got pizza.
Of all the places, why Nando's?
Because he's never been. He's never experienced Nando's.
Right. Well, that's great.
Yeah, but you got to experience it at least once in your life.
But I've got to experience it while also paying for it.
I'm not paying for your Nando's.
Just grab pizza from like.
You're being forced.
What are friends for?
You're being forced to go
How
to
did you
Nando's,
get
but
pizza from
you're paying
Elliot?
for it.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not on the stream, so people can't see it, but he's just literally laying in bed, and he just grabbed a slice of pizza. Where have you got that from?
Kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
You sort of leant forward and suddenly there's pizza.
Oh, he's got Papa John's.
Papa John's.
Oh, okay, here's a debate for you. Papa John's or Domino's, and why?
Domino's.
Papa John's all the way. Domino's is shit.
Oh, can you back up that outrageous statement?
I don't like their pizzas, man. They're just too doughy. They're too doughy.
Do you want to hear a trade
Thin crust,
secret?
mate.
What?
Like, genuinely. Papa John's
Go on.
just buys Domino's stuff. It's exactly the same. They just get it a day later, so it's technically got a day less of freshness. It's the exact same. They use the same ovens, same ingredients, same styles, same techniques, everything. The only thing
Just
they don't
worse.
do is they don't use as much sauce for the base, so it's not as greasy. Other than that, it's exactly the same.
I actually find Papa John's are more greasy than Domino's, and it gives it more flavour. At least in
That's
my
just all the
opinion.
sweat
Fair
from the
enough.
people working it.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
Well, if it adds flavour to it, mate, I don't give a shit.
Fair enough.
Pizzas, man.
Right, so we've got Jack. I came back home at the beginning, not too sure. When I was up there, people not adhering to the rules, studying sports analysis. I knew it was something to do with sport. I'm sorry I got the last bit wrong. Going really well. Good, man. I'm glad. You've got a lot of potential, man. Whether it's being as an athlete or as someone that works in sport, you crack on, you keep going, because I know that you're gonna go far, man. Will's put, I miss Nando's so much. And Domino's because the toppings are not tiny. Ooh.
I'm getting
That's
hungry.
true.
It's food,
Like all this food talk.
Yeah, sorry.
I might grab some snacks for us.
Okay.
My double
not-
pepperoni is fucking packed of fucking pepperoni.
Yeah, because you are ordered double. It's gonna be, isn't it?
Well, why would I
suppose.
get a normal pepperoni if I can get double pepperoni for the same
I do
price?
see the logic. I do see the logic.
Yeah, I'm not refuting that.
What else we got? I miss Nando's so much. I never went to Nando's too much, but I do enjoy one when I go. I usually go to Nando's when I'm going to the cinema. Yet again, something I don't do very often because you have to sell a kidney to get a ticket. But yeah, we
Hey,
used to do that like
come
a
to the
bundle.
cinema down here.
What, are they still showing 1950s movies, aren't they? Like,
Fuck off.
What's that?
I go see the latest movies. £4 a ticket.
what? Where are you going? I would literally spend the extra money on fuel to go get a £4 ticket.
It's his basement. It's just paying for the electric key.
Alex is just saying that the cinema near him is only £4 a ticket.
Wow.
I said up here.
I'll correct myself. I think it's like £4.8.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to split hairs.
That
Right,
makes it.
so Neil's put Domino's when at home, Papa John's while at work, Pizza Express when I'm eating at the restaurant. Oh, Pizza
Oh, I
Express.
Oh, I love
Pizza
Pizza
Express.
Express.
Ooh,
Is that
the
just
place where we get
convenience though?
the pesto pasta?
Oh,
Is that what we got?
Apollo pesto
That's
pasta.
from
I've never had Pizza Express either.
That's really good, mate. Like genuine restaurant pizza. It's really nice.
Over one Christmas, Pizza Express on this salmon pizza, and it was literally the best thing I've ever tasted. And that sounds really weird, but it was.
Oh
Oh
my
my God.
Tom's put my weekdays haven't changed much, but the weekends is a bit boring. We're working all week. I don't mind just chilling at home. It just sucks. I can't see my friends and family. Yeah, man. I can imagine. I would say we're all in that boat.
For the
It
same time.
sucks. Me and
I
Tom used to go.
I must be the only one that's living the dream.
I mean, like I said, my life hasn't changed too much. But like me and Tom would meet up once a week and go get a coffee, and I miss
Yeah.
doing that. This is that social interaction, that physical being in front of someone and admiring his glorious beard.
You fucking what, mate? Am I invisible?
To the
To the
screen,
screen,
you are.
Fucking
You
got
do
him.
have a glorious beard. You've met Tom. He's got that big, bushy, piratey beard.
War.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It took me a while to figure out who it was, but I know who you're talking about.
But yeah, like
I will overtake him soon. I will. I will
was
be
just
the
saying-
king again.
I was saying to
It's
Nick
creeping
last
up.
night that I'm trying to grow this beard as much as you think it's like baby fluff. It's the longest it's been, but it's stopped growing the last couple of days, and I'm like, grow, grow.
I was saying that like it goes through cycle, I think. I want to say. And basically there's like a growing phase.
repair phase, a shedding phase. So it's gonna stop for a while and then it will grow again. Maybe it's not
Hopefully.
3 months, maybe it's 2 months. I don't know.
Beth's put, I'm eating my dinner. All this takeaway talk is making what I'm eating seem proper rubbish. I'm so sorry, Beth. I do this every time that we talk. I'm always talking about junk food. Yes, I do want another bit of cake. You never say no to cake. Cake is life. Yeah,
Cake
sorry,
is a
Beth.
lie, mate.
Cake is not a lie. I don't care what Paul says.
The
It's an
cake,
old
the
meme,
cake
but
is
it
a
checks
lie.
out.
It's an old meme, but it checks out. I like it. Right, Neil's put, I've got to go, get a few bits done. We'll be back later as I reckon you'll be going for 5 hours. I mean, probably not that long, but I see what you're saying. I hope you get your stuff done. I hope people are adhering to the rules and it's not stressful for you, man. And I shall see you soon. I'll be asleep on the stream if that happens. Yeah, how's your sleeping patterns, El? Are they getting better or getting worse?
No, fucked. I literally woke up at like 6:20 yesterday evening. Had my pizza, and then I've not actually slept yet. I've just hit the 24-hour mark about now.
That's mental.
Right.
I'll likely be going to bed after this stream's over.
That's fair enough, mate. What about everyone else? Like Alex, you've still got work, so I suppose your sleep schedule's pretty normal.
Well, they're normal in the sense they're normal for work, but my sleep schedule for work is pretty fucked anyway. Obviously, I do 4 days of like night shifts, like 7 in the evening till 7 in the morning, and I get 4 days off, and then I'm doing 4 days of 7 in the morning till 7 in the evening.
Yeah,
how did you find that?
That was difficult.
How did you find that transition from days to nights? Do you struggle, or have you kind of got used to it?
I've sort of got used to it now. I kind of have to get in the routine of like, obviously, because I have 4 days off in between. So say I'll just finish my night shifts, then I'll have kind of 2 days where I'm still on that sort of night shift sleeping schedule. The next 2 days, try and push myself into a sort of daytime sleeping schedule ready for the next 4 days.
Yeah, that's pretty
Vice
fun.
versa.
But to be fair, Tom will be the best person to speak to. He does nights for a living, but he only gets the 2 days off. So he'll do Monday to Friday of nights, then he gets Saturday, Sunday. But he wants to enjoy every minute of that, as you would, because everyone's off work and things like that. And obviously going to days, and he has to transition on the Saturday morning, because he finishes work Saturday morning, and then obviously has a quick nap, gets on with Saturday like tired as anything, and Sunday's pretty much sorted because he's kind of forced himself to switch on the Saturday, and then Monday he's got to go to work that night, so he then has to change it back to nights. Oh, it's weird. I just couldn't do it. I did nights for about a year, and it just messed me up.
I had to do that in my last job in Holland. It was 1 week night shift, 1 week day shift. So I only had the weekend to swap over as well, and it wasn't easy for the first few weeks. I'll tell you that.
I can imagine.
I'm quite lucky. I've got 4 days to swap over.
Yeah,
man. I quite like that.
Probably only do like 3 or 4 nights a month. Which I'm pretty lucky with.
Yeah, but you deal with people dying and stuff. Like, that's just a whole other breed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Not all that though.
It's just death in it.
That's all right. It's just old people popping their clogs, isn't it? It's another day on the day job, isn't it?
The amount of people I talk to that just say like, and me included, I don't know how you do what you do. I just don't get it. I couldn't. Yeah, sorry guys. I just don't know how you do it. It's just pure admiration. I don't think I could go to work where there's, say, 20 people, and then when I finish, there's only 16 that are alive. Like, I just couldn't do that. Just clocking out my shift, 4 people died.
I mean, technically, that could be the case with your job. You just don't know about it.
I don't say that.
They might have gone home and fallen down the stairs or something. You don't know.
Oh, mate, no, don't say that.
Morbid.
Anyone that comes in the door could, while they're at home,
get hit by a bus, or just Will, so thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and you stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling. I like that. You do the same, my friend. I shall be in touch with you very, very soon. So
and ignore the last about 30 seconds of the stream when Jay's talking about death.
Yeah, sorry. We are in a pandemic. It's a gloomy time. We're trying to find happiness in it. But, sometimes you can't.
That's why we talk about death.
Yeah, exactly.
Our happy times.
Oh.
Mental. So, yeah. Any more riddles, topics? We're still waiting for Brad to tell us the answer of his riddle, mate. Like, Brad.
Did he actually?
Oh, that is right. Yeah, you're right about that, actually.
Yeah, like, I want to know the answer to your riddle, my friend. Please don't tell me you've been hit by a bus. I hope not. I hope you're adhering to the guidelines and staying at home. Tell us the answer.
Yeah, you've got to stay at least 2 meters away from the bus.
And obviously, for any of you guys who are watching that aren't subscribers to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Then you get notified when we upload any videos. So normal vape videos through the week and a weekly live stream. You've got to get that subscription plug in somewhere.
Did
why
you
would-
know
why would
that
you wanna do it? It's free.
48.97% of my people that watch these videos are not subscribed?
All right, do you want to know? I'll tell you what, El. Right, I know that everyone. I know everyone. It's become like a YouTube meme. I'll tell you my ratio right now, and tell me if this surprises you or not. So it works though. I might have to start doing it in my videos. Let me just find my analytics and show you the proportion of channel wide in the last 28 days.
I bet you yours is actually going to be quite high.
I
you
reckon
think-
it will
see-
be, yeah.
Okay,
I
right,
reckon
so-
it will be.
Okay, let's take guesses. You can see it, so you can't guess.
Not really.
Is this going to be a double bluff? Because you're trying to make it sound like it's going to be like normal people, but then
No, I'm just genuinely
I reckon
interested.
it's not.
So right, we'll go for the subscribed percentage. How many percent of
80.
people?
85. I'll go high. 85%.
Okay.
That are subscribed.
Yeah, so people that are watching the content that are subscribed.
Yeah, I think you've got a lot of people that aren't subscribed. So I'm going to go lower and say like 40.
Oh, okay. And what are you gonna guess? That are subscribed that watched my content in the last 28 days. That are subscribed. Yeah.
Tom said one.
Just one.
Just one person. It's me.
It's just Jay. It's just Jay. He watches his own videos.
20%.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, we'll put it out to the chat. If any of you guys want to guess, I'll give you a couple of minutes to pop it in. The amount of people.
We've already
that
had the
watch
first
it-
guess.
Sorry, what?
We've already
We've already had the first guess.
Oh yeah,
Tom.
yeah. So Tom, you've done the right thing. Get everyone else to do that. So if you want to guess what percentage of people are watching this the content in the last 28 days that are already subscribed, because genuinely when I watched it, when I read this, I was like, wait, what? I understand why, but I'm still a bit shocked. So we've got 85 from L, we've got 40 from Alex. Nick said 20%. Tom's put 1%. Just one person, not even 1%, just one person.
It's
Anyone
just
else
you
wants to guess?
rewatching it to make sure you're not cocked up.
Oh mate,
Yeah.
recently it's been one thing after another with published videos. Like it's like someone will it's usually you, El. To be fair, you'll go, oh, you might want to change that, and I'm like, damn it, I know, I should have changed that. Or Nick will be like, oh yeah, I noticed this. And I'm like, oh, great, I can't do anything about it now. It's just the grind, mate. It's just because I'm constantly doing it. 35% from Beth. Okay.
27% from Jack.
Ooh. I think I'm going to shock a lot of you
Nobody's
guys.
got faith in you.
Yeah, people have got a lot of faith. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right.
This is gonna show how loyal my subscriber base is, really, isn't it? So,
Yep.
in the last 28 months from watch time, a percentage of people that are already subscribed to the channel is 11.8%.
I knew it'd be low, but I didn't think that low.
Mad, isn't it? 88.2% watch my content that aren't subscribed, and I tell you why.
Seriously?
Yeah, it
wow.
makes sense. It makes sense
it
as
makes
to
sense.
why. And I'll tell you why it is, because a lot of my videos have ranked for search. So a lot of my videos are gaining views every single day, but they're all in search terms rather than subscribers physically going to watch it. So it's going out to a wider audience.
It's going to be people like because you do a lot of reviews for different systems and that, so it's going to be people looking up that particular system.
Exactly. So I get it. It just surprised me because a few months ago, I mean, the channel growth since the start of the year has been unbelievable, really, and I'm so grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. But I've noticed that specific demographic goes like low, low, and lower every month because the channel's growing. We're getting more people, but less are subscribing. But we're still gaining a lot of subscribers. Like in the last 2 months, we've gained nearly 500 subscribers, which is mental when I think about it. And I'm so grateful for that. But then it doesn't reflect the watch time based on the non-subscribed and subscribed. So I understand why it's that. But when I first saw it, I was just like, oh, okay, fair enough. Because most people are like, oh, yeah, like 65% of you. And I'm like, yeah, if the ratios were like that, that'd be mental. I'd take that. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, Tom wins. The lowest guess.
No, Nick wins because Tom said 1, Nick said 20, and you said it was 11.7 something.
Ooh,
So Nick
So, yeah,
wins,
by
actually.
1%.
Ooh,
Yeah, by 1%.
Nick-
That's
Nick's
what I
won
put.
by 1%. But yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, so that means
What is it?
is it
88.1%, 88.9% that are, that are not subscribed. Yeah, but no, honestly, like I
Wow.
couldn't. Yeah, it's
Well,
mad,
I was
wasn't it?
right, just on the wrong end of the spectrum.
Yes, yeah, I'll give you that. You were very close if it was the other category.
Yeah.
But no, it surprises me, and it also doesn't. Like I said, but I'm just grateful for people watching any of my content. It's mental. Like, you do something long enough, and I've said to all of you at different stages since I've been doing regular vape stuff that you just grind and you keep doing your thing, and it almost, because you're behind the camera, because you're behind the editing, and you're just uploading it. For me personally, sometimes I think, oh, am I getting stale? Is it getting boring? Are people actually enjoying it? And it's more of a mental state you get yourself into as a creator, because you just think, I've just got to keep pushing content out. So to see it grow and hear the feedback that I get on videos and from like friends and family, it honestly does mean so much. It helps so much with your mental health, because you just, at some points you think, oh, is there any point? Why am I doing this? But it's not because I don't want to. I still enjoy it, but at best, I get that with my blog. A lot of followers, but actually store reviewings and interactions is low at times. To be fair, Beth, obviously I do daily Instagram stories. I see a very similar amount of people watch the stories. It doesn't seem to grow. And I don't know if that's an Instagram thing or a personality thing with anyone. But then 2 weeks later, it completely changed. It's weird. I think they're changing the algorithms of Instagram stories, if I'm being honest. I average about 60 to 70 views per slate across a 24-hour period for my stories. And I found, for me, when I first started doing it, it was new and exciting. So I was posting like 6 hours worth of stories because I just loved it. And I realised that people didn't really like that because it was too much to consume. So I have to cut back.
Oh, yeah.
No one
I
wants
remember
6
them.
hours of Jay.
Exactly. Well, yeah, I'm surprised anyone wants any of Jade, to be fair. But but no, it's just all about balancing it for yourself. I remember you saying the other day how if any of you guys, I want to get Beth on the podcast or in the Discord server to talk, because she's a really cool girl and I admire her so much because of the journey she's been on. She's been doing a weight loss journey for, I don't know the specific amount of months, but it's been well over a year. But she's been smashing the absolute crap out of it. And like, genuinely, from me being the opposite end of the spectrum, looking to put weight on, and for someone like her who's trying to lose the weight, when you follow her stuff, it's so motivating to do it. I just think it should be shared. But yeah, so keep smashing that. Tom's put, people may not sub if they watch 1 or 2 vids, but come there to the recommend. Yeah, exactly. So one thing about our channel analytics is it does get recommended by a lot of other vape channels that are relatively bigger than ours, which is great because it means that they're watching their favorite creator and we're in the recommended. I do get a lot of views from that, which is good. It's also quite weird knowing that you can't monetize something in this niche, but we can still get into the search engine. It just doesn't get pushed as far as adverts would push it. So it still works. But yeah, it's nothing about me blabbering on about my channel. You lot probably don't care for it. Just...
Well, I was gonna say, like, you're also, like you said, you're in part of the niche, and we sort of covered this on the first podcast we did. And it's like there aren't that many UK vape reviewers, so you're like probably what, the 3rd or 4th largest UK vape channel.
I've been doing a lot of research recently because there's a few clicks within this niche, and this isn't taking shots at anyone. It's just people get on with certain people. So obviously, Vaping with Vic has got the most amount of subscribers. You know, no one's near him in terms of that, and that's cool. He can do his thing, and he's got a little group of people that he live streams with weekly. And I started looking into their channels, and some of them are huge. You know, they've got 20,000 subs, and you've got others on 10,000. It's between the 1,000 to 10,000. There's quite a few, but there's also not as much as any other niche. So you're right. In any other niche, it's almost saturated, and I hate using that word, but you know, there's so many people doing it, and there is less people in the UK doing it for vaping, and I get that. But yeah, I didn't realise there's a couple of channels that I've seen that have mad numbers, and I just think, wow, that's mad. And you just don't realise until you get up in your own little bubble. You think, oh, I'm just doing this and I'm this and I'm that or whatever, and then you just get humbled and you're like, cool, all right, well, let's keep working, let's keep going. Right, so Tom's put, people may not... Oh, I just read that one, sorry. 4.5 stone gone and still going. See what I mean? That is insane amount of weight to lose. That's
crazy.
So crazy. I've gained what she's lost. To be fair, Tom, yeah, I mean... It is what it is, my friend. It is what it is. To be fair, though, Tom, you're eating a lot healthier because I'm assuming Beth cooks. She's like, oh, well, I'm eating this, so you're eating this.
Ooh.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there, which obviously helps.
What year are you from again, Joe?
I'm just saying. I think that's the dynamic.
You really are a
got.
boomer, aren't you?
Oh, yeah,
with these people.
the next sentence, he'll be saying she's doing all the cleaning.
I mean, I can't say anything. I think that's the dynamic they've got. All right.
You're just a boomer.
Yeah, Jack. Well
You're
done.
a
Keep aiming
boomer.
for what you want. Exactly. It's so sick, Beth. But actually, vaping helps. When I want a sweet fix, sweet vape flavors help 100%. And
Yeah,
then obviously
I definitely
Elliot's
agree
put
with that one.
cheesecake as still a weakness. To be fair, I think cheesecakes were the first sort of vape flavors I really got into as soon as desserts become really popular, because it stopped me eating whole cheesecakes. I was genuinely eating a whole cheesecake a
Doesn't
night.
stop me eating whole
Yeah.
cheesecakes.
It was getting ridiculous, mate. I've
It's
already
just
got
double the
diabetes.
cheesecake at that point, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, it is that, I suppose. You could also mix it
A
up.
whole
'cause you could have-
cheesecake and vape cheesecake.
you
What
could
it
have,
does stop me
yeah.
doing is eating fruit, so I suppose it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, true. But yeah, so Alex, tell us a little bit about your life that we don't know.
A life
Yeah.
that you don't know.
Well, I might know, but the people that are watching won't know.
Uh,
How does it feel to be on a vape channel? Does it feel any different? Probably not.
I mean,
Just,
I don't vape, so it's weird. Yes.
yeah, fair enough.
I've never vaped. I've never smoked.
GTFO, you traitor.
That's fair enough.
I'll see myself out.
I mean, I'm just trying to think. Like, we had Elliot on for 4 hours. He's been on the podcast. He also did a 2.5-hour podcast with me in the store. That was good, man.
We're about
Let's hit an hour and a half.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, we definitely won't be going.
I've done two in the store with you now, and 2 live streams.
2 in the store.
Mm,
Yeah,
I
you
think
have.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Tom. Yeah, Beth cooks mostly, but I do cook when she can't be asked. See, I'm not being a boomer. I thought that was their dynamic. So sit down.
Okay, boomer.
I'm already sat down.
Right.
Lying down.
Okay, boomer.
Can't help it. It seems a fitting.
even though Nick's younger than me.
But yeah, so where is the nearest town or village to you, Alex? Because you live in Middle Earth.
I mean, village. They're all around the place. But like, if you want like an actual town, say like a town, what you would call a town, about half-hour drive.
Oh, it's not too bad.
No, because we've got 2. We've got either Thetford or Kings Lynn, and they're both up.
Oh, Thetford. I know. Oh, I know both of them places. I didn't know you were close to Thetford.
Kings
Yeah,
Lynn, bloody hell, Kings Lynn.
Yeah.
Vaping Frankies, but hello together from Germany. How you doing, man? Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Hope you enjoy.
Guten Tag.
Guten Abend.
Okay, we're just chucking out German now.
Why not?
I mean, I don't.
That's the only word I know for sure.
All I know is Guten Tag. I just don't want to offend this guy.
Guten Abend is good evening.
Oh, there we go. But
I
yeah,
guess
no,
it
I
is
hope you
evening
enjoy the
now.
stream. I see you're vaping Frankie. I'll check your channel out, man. If you're doing a lot of vaping content, then I'll check it out. Yeah. What is everyone's plan for tonight or the weekend? I mean, the weekends don't really mean anything anymore.
This is the end of the weekend.
Oh yeah, Sunday, isn't it? I'm losing track of days. Every day's blurring into one.
Yeah, oh my god, that's so true though.
It is,
That
it's
is
blurring
so
to
true.
one.
It doesn't feel like Sunday. It feels like
Feels like
Saturday.
I don't even know what days feel like anymore.
I know, it's mad.
Literally just it's like a string. You don't know where you are on the length of string. It's just a length of
Ongoing.
string, and you're on it somewhere.
It's just mad. I don't understand. I've got no concept of time. Even though every device I pick up, whether it's my PC, I don't pick up my PC before you say, but PC or my phone or whatever I'm
I
playing.
wonder
or
you haven't
whatever,
had any problems with it.
it has the date and time on it, but it doesn't register.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I completely.
You'd actually look at it,
understand.
Yeah, you just can't. Yeah, it's like your brain.
I don't
ignores-
turn on my computer and just stare at the clock.
Well, it's like it says 26th of April, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Like,
What's
When
in
do you-
April?
When do you think lockdown's going to end? In your own opinions?
end of May, beginning of June, probably.
Ooh. Okay.
Maybe middle of June at a push.
So
What date
Yeah.
is it now again? 'Cause I know it was an additional 3 weeks.
10th or 12th of May, I think, something like that.
Yeah.
So it
Would be
to
nice
see
to
her on the 10th.
I bet it sucks if your birthday's been in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
on, mate.
Just wearing a hat in the corner of your living room. Just partying on
It's
your own.
it's my housemate's birthday today.
Wish him a happy birthday. Not in a
Yeah,
sarcastic way either.
yeah. I'll tell you the story. He wanted to go out. He got a new push bike, pedal bike, whatever you want to call it, a bicycle, and he's been doing like fuckloads of miles on it this past week. And he said, "Oh, I'm going to go out again today, but I want to pump the tires up." Now I've got a pump that works with that valve, that because his bike and my bike share the same valve on the inner tubes.
Right.
And we put the bloody pump on and let all the air out, so the fucking tire was completely deflated. And he was like, "Oh, I wish I hadn't even bothered now." So I spoke to one of my colleagues, and he's like, "Yeah, I've got some spare stuff, blah blah blah. Like, you can come around and pick it up." And we're like, "Oh no, the pump is working. It's just really slow because it's so small." Anyway, we get this tire pumped up to almost max. He undoes the pump, he pulls the pump off, and the fucking valve snapped off the inner tube, and it just goes.
Oh no!
And he's just had to go out to somewhere near Bishop Stortford to like the only cycle shop that's open that sells an inner tube for his bicycle.
Oh, that's mad.
Shit.
That is mad.
And then he comes back home and spills a glass of Red Bull all over the floor.
Oh, that's sacrilege. I'd
I'd
make
Okay.
him drink that with
mate.
straw. Don't waste Red Bull.
He's not had a good day today, unfortunately.
Bless him. Jack Banks, hopefully soon. Got my birthday next month, and I bet you're going to have a mad night. The uni life. Being young, I forget what it's like.
Lockdown, crying in front of the friends on repeat for the 28th time.
Oh, yes, mate. What we're talking about.
Or The Office.
LJ, how you doing, man? 7th
800th
of May
time.
is the next review of the lockdown. Okay, sweet. I didn't actually know that, but yeah.
It's not too far.
First week of May. It's not too far away, really. Tom's put, I played Foot Champs, got Gold 1, watching the new Star Wars tonight. Please, no spoilers. OJ, have you watched The Mandalorian? Oh, I so want to spoil the new Star Wars just for bants. I'm not going to.
I will spoil it. It's shit. The end. There you go.
I liked it. I think that's mixed reviews.
Yeah.
We won't spoil it,
But
Visually, unbelievable. Plot.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
If you don't care about the canon lore of Star Wars, it can be enjoyable. If you care about the canon lore of Star Wars, you will want to rip your eyeballs out with this.
Yeah, mate. Oh, I'll give you that.
So
haven't
I'm
watched
sorry,
the-
Tom. I'm saying it now.
I haven't watched The Mandalorian yet, purely because me and Nick have this system where we just binge watch everything. So we're waiting for a few more episodes to be released so we can watch a good chunk of them at once.
five or six at the
So
They're
we
released.
will be.
Honestly, The Mandalorian, from what I've heard, is way better than the last
Oh,
Star
it's-
Wars film.
The Mandalorian's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You watched it so
I'm not
far.
even a Star
I've
Wars
not
fan.
watched it yet, but
No,
from
yeah,
what
I've-
I've seen of it, it's actually better than the last Star Wars film.
I feel
yeah, I'm not
like-
even a huge Star Wars fan, and I loved it. So.
I mean, I feel like because I haven't seen it and all I've seen is the Baby Yoda memes, I feel like I'm going to be let down. Do you know what I mean? Because all I've seen is Baby
Yeah,
Yoda
it's-
memes.
It's good.
Well, that's good.
I do like it.
No, you will.
Sorry, are we keeping you up?
And the next Star Wars film's going to be all women. Because
Are they doing
diversity! Yay!
Are they doing more?
I don't know what it is, but apparently the next Star Wars film is all women, and they are like I'm not even gonna. It's just gonna annoy me talking about it. It will be like Ghostbusters 2016.
Oh god, yeah.
Do you mean like a reboot or like a spin-off just for women? Because I don't know how they can mess up the Star Wars canon even more. I mean, they can try.
Oh, I'm sure they can.
I'll see you later, Jack. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you keep it safe. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, stay safe. Stay positive. Love you. It's really good. It feels more like the older films. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Mandalorian's like top notch. Really.
It's really good.
We are looking forward to watching it. Like I said, once there's more episodes, we'll just binge a load of them.
Have you watched The Witcher?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my god, what a
Yeah.
series.
We've been
Oh, thank God for that. Thank God for
What
that.
a series.
Mm.
Fucking Henry Cavill is such a geek, and yet no one seems
Oh,
to know
God, yeah.
that he's such a geek.
I know, right?
Yeah, he's
I
massively.
He is a beautiful.
Beautiful.
Like there were people interviewing him, and they're like, "Oh, so do you know what this Witcher thing's about?" And he just looks at them and goes, "Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I played that. I played all the games. I've read the books. Like, I did this, I did that." And the interviewer was like, "Wait, what? That there are games?" And he's like, "Are you serious right now?"
It's mad.
And
Even if
he didn't
didn't,
like read the books or whatever,
I
I feel
like
as
an actor, you need to do all of that research anyway to get into
Yeah.
character. Do you know what I mean? But the fact
Yeah, but the fact is, Henry Cavill knows, like, he's such a geek, and he's played the Witcher games, like, to completion, and he's read all the books. Like, he knew how to play Geralt to, like, a T. Like, he knew how to fucking nail that role.
I remember watching an interview where he was talking about how he wanted to get the bathtub scene right, because I feel like everyone remembered that in the game. You know, when he's got his legs hanging out of the bath.
Yeah.
He couldn't get it exactly right because the way his legs were, the way the water rose or something like whatever. And he was annoyed about a little bit of that because he wanted to make it as authentic as the game as possible.
I do like it when actors take their roles seriously like that. Do you know what I mean? It definitely shows through on camera. Like, I really enjoyed the Witcher series. I enjoyed the games. I haven't read the books, and I do need to. I suppose I've got time to do it. We're in lockdown.
Yeah, why not?
But no. Huh? Yeah, but reading's proper long, isn't it?
Audiobook, mate.
Oh, audiobook's a good shout. 3 30-day trial on Audible. Buff.
There you go. Hashtag not
Buff. But no, I really enjoyed The Witcher. The Witcher was awesome. Great series. I think they handled it very well.
The only one people were like a bit like funny about was Yennefer, but she fucking nailed it as well.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that.
Yeah, go on.
I was about to say, her first screen performance, like when she first comes in, I was like, oh, okay. But by the end of it, I was like, I don't think it could have been played better.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It took me by surprise when she first came in. I was like, wait, what? Okay, this is the route you're going down. But then after a few episodes, I was like, she's actually smashing this. Yeah. I don't think it could have been played any other way.
Good job.
It took us a couple episodes to notice different timelines.
Like for a while, why are we
I got that.
I mean, it took us like, and it was like, oh, it's 2 different timelines because like most programs or films or whatever would be like, oh, 10 years before present day.
I know they tried executing it with a color grade, but I think the color grade was so similar that you couldn't distinguish it instantly.
Yeah.
No, but the only one I saw a general consensus of them not liking was the character who played the actress who played Fringilla. Yeah. She just didn't fit Fringilla as a character from the books or the games, really.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. I don't think she fit the mold as you get it sometimes. You get cast places that absolutely.
I mean, people didn't say that. People said that they didn't particularly like Triss either, but like the way she acted and the way the actress looked, it fit Triss's role really.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
But Fringilla was the only one who I saw like they were like, yeah, she's not really the best fit for the role really, but. Like one character, everyone else did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
No, it's great. It was a great series. I can't wait to see the second series. I don't know when that's coming out. It's coming out sometime soon. I think it's already. Well, I don't know now because.
What I'm say is there not going to be any delays.
March. They started filming.
No, because they released all of the Witcher ones in one go. The next series is like 2022, I think.
Yeah, but I think they've started filming it. I just don't know when it's going to.
Oh yeah, they will have done. Yeah, they will have done.
Yeah, I heard that they started filming in March 2020. But that's been on hold. And it was supposed to be at the end of 2021, I think. That's what I was looking into. But obviously, everything delayed because of the virus.
Yeah. So on topic of TV and film, are there any films or TV shows that you are excited for?
Oh, excited.
Can we talk about the OA?
Oh, have you guys seen the OA?
Oh my god. I feel like no one has seen it. I had never. It's been on Netflix for years. The first season was in 2016 or 17, and then the second was in 2019. I'd never heard of it until my friend said, "You need to watch this." I've never heard of it. Give it a go. And it was
so good.
So good.
We watched
We
It was
two
one of those series where for the first 5 or 6 episodes you genuinely have no fucking clue what is going on, but then all of a sudden the puzzles, the pieces just fall into place and you're like, oh my god. And it's just it's about the original Angel, but it's set in a modern day. It's so good. It's so good.
Okay.
It's really worth a watch, and it's not been cleared for a third season, which sucks. Because honestly, so good.
And oh my god, I loved that show. I could easily say that's in my top 5. I was so in awe when I watched it.
Right, Tom's put it's one thing with working. I'm so behind people when it comes to TV. Yeah, man, I can imagine. I'm gonna be honest. Since lockdown, I haven't really watched any more TV. I watch a hell of a lot of YouTube. I consume a lot
I
of
go
YouTube.
down rabbit holes on YouTube,
Yeah, man.
man.
Have you guys
Fucking
subscribed to a
rabbit
guy called 42?
No.
He is
Yes,
fantastic.
Yeah.
Elliot, you would love his content.
Yeah,
He's
you would.
brilliant. You'd love him. He's
Does
fantastic.
he answer the question about the life, the universe, and everything?
Probably.
He does do stuff like that, yeah. He's really good. Very articulate, very well educated, very well edited videos. He's
Big moustache now.
yeah, mate. He has a
Yeah.
book on the flags of the world or something. Tom, are they still filming things? I think some studios are, some people aren't. I think it's more area specific. I've not heard anything. I think Netflix still need the entertainment industry. I think if this went on forever, I think the entertainment industry would have to find a way of becoming essential, because they'd need entertainment to entertain people that are stuck at home. Do you know what I mean?
Like
So we'd need it.
TV shows like the news and like sit down morning shows are still going on. They're just practicing social distancing, aren't they? So
Yeah, true.
Exactly.
Oh, Neil's back, but just in the background watching Gamora. Ooh,
not heard of that.
Never heard of it.
nor have I. The name rings a bell though. Outraged Pizza. That's a sick name. Hey. Thanks for joining the stream. I hope you enjoy your stay. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. We usually have vaping content, but as is the lockdown, we do a weekly live stream where we just chat with a few friends and try not to go insane. So, yeah. Brad, I'm actually going to message you, bruv. Like, where is the answer to the riddle?
He's still on. Can you see who's
He
on?
probably left before.
I'm going to message
We
him on
got to the
the
answer.
on Facebook. I'm going to message him.
When is Vapes of the Seven Seas getting more Innovate liquid from 993 Turbo 786?
Let me write that up. Let me check.
I don't know. I'll let Nick have a look.
Is it our
Our
flavours?
flavours? Or
Oh, it says Innovate liquid. I'm guessing Innovate's a brand.
Yeah,
Innovate brand.
They've
They've got a massive range of flavours, so I don't know whether it's
He's
asking whether it's
Certain flavour.
flavour.
Oh,
Well, I
right.
type it into the website and it's come up with 5 different Nick salts.
I recently did a
And
review on
4
those
Nick
guys.
Salt, 4 Nick salts and a short fill. That's all that's come up.
No, not watching Gamora. I've suggested you watch it. Best TV series I've ever seen. Mention it to you. Oh, yes, you have. That's why I remember the name. I need to watch it. I mean, I've got time, so we should do. Nick is just checking the stock to see if she's out of stock or whatever. Right, I'm gonna message Brad because I want the answer to the riddle.
Probably not even like online anymore.
I'm pretty sure it's a stamp.
I think it would be. I mean, just Google the riddle.
That takes the fun out of it, Alex.
Doesn't
Right.
it?
What's the answer to the riddle? He was active 16
Correct
minutes
answer
ago.
is a postage stamp. There you go. Easy. Because he did put anything else in the chat.
Turbo
since then,
said the
but-
short fills. J Jupiter suggested, but have only ordered 1 so far.
Oh, okay.
So if you did the range of short fills and you've only got 1 on your website, they might be asking when the rest of the range is going to be available on your website in short fill form, not Nick Salt.
Brad's just messaged. It was in fact a stamp.
Yeah.
How are you getting on?
Yeah, the only one I can see on here is the Flavor Up box short fill.
Click on it
So that,
for us, please.
yeah.
Normally has the different.
Berg, Menthol, Hippie Puffs, Carousel, Ice.
So it's the whole range
Steep
on there.
One and Ace.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
but
say.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if we have the whole range in stock. True.
Berg's in stock. Berg Menthol's in stock. Hippie Puff seems to be in stock. Carousel seems to be in stock. Carousel Ice does. Steep One and Ace seems to be in stock. It's not saying it's out of stock for me.
Oh, so 993 Turbo. Firstly,
Well,
thank you for taking the recommendation.
It might just be because of your PayPal problems.
Yeah,
currently having issues with PayPal,
which we have
resolved.
as they've asked us to, but we're just waiting for them to get back to us so they can, so we can actually continue using them as a paid service. It's been a bit of a hump in the roadworks, but hopefully we can get that sorted tonight. Was there any flavour that you were looking for? 993 Turbo 786.
I think it's just because, like, I think the same problem as I had. Like, when I look at it, it only shows up as it basically you only think there's one flavour. You've got to then click on it and then scroll down through the list. So I've told them to send you a Facebook message and you can let them know when the site's up and running fully again.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nick. Sort it out. So, Alex, you look dead behind the eyes, my friend. Are you all right?
Yeah, mate. Just in my own little world there.
Yeah. You okay?
We have.
Yeah, mate. Present.
We'll probably go for another 10 minutes or so, and then I need a wee, and we'll have some dinner and stuff. But no. Honestly, guys, thank you for coming on. I do appreciate it, and thank you for everyone who has been tuning in. I hope you guys have had a good time. I love talking to you guys in the comments, and obviously you guys in the Discord. I really do appreciate it. Just even though we've got this lockdown and this isn't physical interaction, this does really help my mental health, and it really raises it because I get to see people, even if it's on a screen, and talk to people, even if it's on a screen. That's just out of the norm. Me and Nick were talking about this the other day. Like, for her, obviously she's going to work, she sees me, but she said the other day, like, how are you doing? Because I don't really know. Like, she's carried on as normal, and I'm just left in here to try and not hurt myself. So, I just really appreciate it.
So Turbo said they ordered 1 to 2 days ago, one to 2 day postage on Wednesday, emailed you guys, fingers crossed they get it tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
So, hang on, I can actually check. I mean,
To be fair, I don't know what your name is, because I'm guessing it's not
993
Turbo.
Might be the email. It might be the email address though.
Yeah. We can check the email.
But yeah, like we were trying to say to customers is that we're processing on time. However, postal services, we have spoken to Royal Mail, and unfortunately, due to the virus in general and also staffing issues, a lot of their stuff going off, isolating, struggling. But we've also found that it's worse and better in certain areas. Just specifically to do with the postal areas in their area, how they're running and how they're backlogged.
I think they've just said then. I think this is their name. I apologize if it's wrong. They said their name is Shahzad Ali.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously I placed an order because we needed some supplies, and in our area it wasn't too bad.
I've got their email address, but YouTube's flagged up for me to either show or hide it, so I can I'll send it to you in a
I should be able to get it from just the name actually.
Okay.
I'll send it to Jay. I'll send it to Jay as a Facebook message so that it's not for everyone to see.
No, I ordered some stuff, obviously to support Nick, and obviously we needed stuff. And in our area, the post wasn't too bad. We only had like a 1 day. I think it was 1 day delay. I think I was idiot enough to order it on a weekend, so I had to wait the extra day anyway because Raw Mail don't deliver Sundays. But yeah, it was like an extra day in our area. But then Nick was telling me there's a few customers that have ordered nearly 2 weeks ago, but because of their area is so saturated and no postal service, they're just still waiting. And I'm like, sounds like a you problem.
So I've just checked your order. So you ordered on Wednesday at 2 p.m., 2:05 p.m. Then it was shipped on Thursday, 4:07 p.m. So yeah, it's shipped.
It's with Royal Mail.
I'm also having
their tracking system again. I think because they're struggling with being able to tell people exactly where their parcel is. But it is with Royal Mail, so yeah, hopefully it will be with you tomorrow.
Yeah, what have things been like in your areas? What have you had a lot of posts in your area, El? Has it been like normal or?
Well, I mean, it's hard to say because I've not really ordered anything. So, I mean, the last thing I ordered was a load of vape stuff, but that came from Scotland and it was meant to be 2-day postage and it took about 9 days. So.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
Thanks, Neil.
The Seven Seas website is banging. Well done, amazing achievement.
Oh my guy.
Thank you.
What about you, Al?
Again, I've not really ordered anything either. The only stuff I've ordered is actually that comes from their own delivery drivers, but that's all been.
I've noticed because I've got Prime.
Most things come next day.
I found out I'll wait more or less like 5 days for delivery. However,
I've
ordered next day actually. So again, I think it does depend on where it's from.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, boy. I think for me, I ordered something on Prime for my. I bought a power pack for my camera, so I could just run it straight off the power of the mains. I was actually going to set it up for this live stream to have it, but where we've rescaled it now, it doesn't look too bad to be fair, and the ratio is that with my normal webcam. But that turned up next day. But like I said, we've ordered stuff and we had to wait 4 days. It's just random. It's proper random. I think it's more on that day of orders, that area of the delivery driver delivering. Yeah. So there's not really much you can do about it. I'm hoping they sort themselves out in the next few weeks, just because it would be easier for everyone. I know that you've been inundated with people just saying, "Oh, where's my order?" And you're like, at this point, it's with postal service.
To say,
we want to provide the best service. You know.
Ooh. So, I've been asked, UL Coco/Caliburn versus the Vapresso Extra, because I'm a massive Coco fan, but you've tried both. Yeah, go for it.
Because I was literally having this conversation with you the other day. I'm struggling because I'm running my Coco and Extra, and I can both. Both got the same feel.
Yeah, I really like the Extra for its convenience, its size. The auto draw is very reliable. Yet again, same with the Coco. You guys know it's one of my all-time favourites. I've just put a new pod in this today, and I'm like, wow, I've missed this. I'd still say the Coco beats it ever so slightly, but the Vapresso Extra is a very close second. Yeah. I think, well, the only thing that makes them separate is if you use the mesh pod with the Vapresso Extra, yes. The 1.2 ohm pod is okay. It's not as good as the mesh. So if you're using the 1.2 ohm pod, it's Coco all day long. And if it's the mesh pod, that's when it gets a bit of a grey area because they're very similar.
I didn't think I'd like
Alex is just sitting there like, yeah, I know exactly what you're on about.
I didn't think I'd like Coco
because I absolutely love the Caliburn. I like the Caliburn over there. Because I thought, packed in it is going to be less. You know, it's going to be more bulky, but it's so tiny. It's a nice little device like this.
But I put them up against each other the other day, and you can see a comparison. So the Extra is still smaller. The Extra is a little bit bigger, but that's just battery life.
But
I don't know. They're exactly the same width. It's just that bulbous bit. Oh, right. Width-wise, yeah. Width-wise, yeah. You save a bit on the Extra, but you're splitting hairs at this point. It's a couple of mil.
One thing
you're not really going to notice.
The refill is a bit different.
Yeah, side fill pods, pretty good. Rather than top fill pods.
So you've got a little. I don't know if you can actually see this, but there's a little red bung there that you flip back, and then you just pop it in like you would with your Coco pods. So in a way that's a little bit easier, but it's not difficult to pop off the top of the cocoa and feel that either. So
it's all right, mate. Well, that's what we're here for. We love talking to you guys. We love, replying to your questions and riddles and stuff. And yeah, just chatting and making sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. I hope it's giving you some sort of entertainment for a little while. Apparently not. No, just a silent Discord. Okay, I get the picture, guys. It's fine. But no, I do really appreciate it. Thank you for messing around beforehand as well. Like, I know I'm a boomer, and it took me a while to get everything sorted, but it's been one of those days.
Next time, hopefully, you can sort your thing out so we can all have webcam.
yeah.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. As soon as this stream ends, I'm gonna make a template for 3 guests. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll find a way.
But at least if you secure the one for 2.
I've got one for 2.
I mean, if you got rid of a lot of the fluff around the edge.
I was gonna say get rid of the plugs.
No, mate, no.
All that shameless self-plugging.
Like, what the hell's that little moon logo? Get rid of that.
Yeah, I know. I've never seen it before in my
Put your
life.
socials on the bottom next to your subscribe button, and move the other one down. You got plenty of room.
It's
Jupiter.
That's the channel branding, mate.
No, you
Use
use
your
2
guest one, and that'll be fine.
Because
If I'm going to come on again, I personally think
it makes sense to be on the same screen rather than
being like...
Also, the ratio is like 720p, mate. I've got massive black bars on the sides.
You got a full screen.
Have you not got a full screen?
I've got a full screen that's fitting the.
Yes, Nick's got it on a
That's my
laptop.
screen
It's fitting
Yeah.
perfectly.
You just got like a.
Oh, it does now. Yeah.
I made sure
Weird.
the
I
template
don't
was
know.
the right ratio, but yeah, all right. I'll go back and reconfigure some things so we can have more people.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's fine. We'll get it sorted.
Does anyone got any last questions or
anything you want to
add?
We're
Coming up to an hour mark now.
Yeah. So we're gonna sign off in a couple of minutes. If you guys have got any last questions, that would be awesome. So Neil's put, it's been great, guys. Thank you. No, thank you, Neil, for tuning in, because it wasn't people like yourself, I wouldn't be doing this. So thank you. And Tetley, man, thank you so much for coming back for another live stream. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed yourself, getting involved in the chat. And then the main thing is we all stay well and safe. Yes, that is true. I don't know if you guys have seen the video I uploaded yesterday, but at the end of that, I did put a little message at the end just to say, like, a lot of people are struggling with their mental health. Make sure you're reaching out to people. Check on your friends, even if it's just a simple text message or a FaceTime call or even something like this where you can jump into a chat and just make sure everyone's doing okay. Like I said, I very rarely suffer with mental health. The last 18 months, I've had spikes of random things I've had to learn how to deal with. And lockdown's been quite kind to me, but I've had spikes of anxiety or slight depression where I've had to try and really motivate myself to get out of it, or like a little rut that you get in. But it's hard on everyone. Everyone's different. So doing things like this is great. Thank you very much, Outrage Pizza. I really appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like I said, we're going to do this every week. We may do more. It just depends on schedules of people. So, and what we've got to talk about, because that's the other thing. If we're sitting on here for 2 hours just chatting random crap, it gets to a point where there's nothing to talk about anymore. So, if there's any topics...
I'm sure we can all think of some random shit to talk about.
Fucking pull up the current world events. Just fucking pull up the current world events. So, what's your opinion? Is Kim Jong-un dead or not? What's your opinion?
Well, I'm going to say no until it's officially confirmed. But the fact that it just randomly popped up as a meme on Twitter that was trending yesterday was pretty mad. I was like, what?
Okay, I got a controversial one for you. Do you think the surgeons did it deliberately to get rid of him?
Did what? I've not actually read into it.
What?
Do you think the surgeons who performed Kim Jong-un's heart surgery and then botched it did it deliberately?
Oh,
okay, you have to back up. I didn't even know he was having heart surgery.
Yeah, nor did I, man. What? I thought he was
all I just heard was China was saying he's dead, Japan saying he's in a coma.
So he went in for surgery because he had something wrong with his heart, and it was they botched it, and now he's in a vegetative state / coma.
Ooh.
Well, regardless of whether they did it deliberately or not, you can tell those surgeons are definitely dead now.
Oh yeah,
mate.
Oh yeah.
I know we shouldn't laugh about North Korea, right? For a lot of reasons. But one thing that did make me chuckle is the coronavirus maps. Did you see it on the live view? It went up to 1 on North Korea, and then instantly went back down to 0. You know that he just got shot. Do you know what I mean? Like straight up. Like, nope, that didn't happen.
Oh yeah.
That's a crazy.
Yeah. I think everyone knew that anyway. They were like, oh, they shot him.
Crazy country.
It's just like.
I was seeing all the
Wasn't
memes
it like
on Twitter.
somewhere in the Netherlands, though, like when they were doing the official counts, like I don't know if it was somewhere in the Netherlands, but one of them, their official count was -1.
That was Finland. It was
Finland. Yeah.
And I remember seeing that, right? And the meme was the Undertaker coming out of the casket of WrestleMania. I was just like, oh, that's mad. Outrage Pizza. I bought an Nunchaku 2 kit and can't use it as I can't fill it up. It's been put on wrong in the factory. Oh man,
Shit.
that is not good. Wherever you bought that from, as long as it's within a certain time frame, manufacturally, it's a year's warranty with UL. UL pretty good to respond to stuff. Make sure you send them an email, let them know, and I've got no doubt in my mind that they'll replace it for you, bud. Failing that, if you've bought it recently from either an online store or a physical store, if it's recent, take it back. And obviously, no, they're all shut right now, but just let them aware of the situation. They'll swap it out, mate. They should have no problem with that at all because it's not your fault.
I was gonna say.
And we are selling the nunchuck.
All right, your shameless plugs. All right.
You did want to buy one.
I was gonna say.
Throw that one in there.
If they could send the page a message, Jay or I potentially could have a look at it just to make sure it's not something user related. Not that I'm saying that it is, but
like we
you know, sometimes it can be.
So if you want to send us, you want to send us a
couple of pictures or something, we can have a quick look at it and just give because we might be able to fix it in some way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes the rubbers can be quite strange on those.
Right. Might be a good time to. Yeah. Just over 2 hours now. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we'll leave it a minute to see if this guy comes back with some pictures. But if not, we will wrap it up.
Yeah. If not, you could always.
Well, I said he could they could send a couple of pictures to the Vapes of the Seven Seas Facebook page, and then someone can look at it.
Yeah. Or
even
Jay's Facebook page, one of the two.
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. It's literally anything.
Anything on
I could send it by carrier pigeon, mate. do an oil painting for us.
Oh, mate, just before we go, have you heard of the best conspiracy theory ever, right? The lockdown is only in place so the government can replace the batteries in the pigeons, because we all know that pigeons are secretly CCTV surveillance. Because have you ever seen a baby pigeon?
Obviously.
They said there is metal where you fill it up so nothing can be put in the tank. Took the glass off and there is no hole.
Oh, they didn't bore out a filling port. Oh, that seems a bit backwards. Yeah, okay. If there's no filling port,
if they didn't bore out the filling hole, then that's.
From my own experience with UL, one of my favorite companies, like genuinely for their products, they're really good for their customer service. That's just a faulty unit that they don't usually do it all the time. So
go to your shed, get a 1.11 mil drill bit that can go through metal and drill that fucker.
You don't advise that. I don't want him to break his device or drill through his hand or something.
Easy, mate.
I'm just saying, if they're DIY minded, it can be possible. But it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
You got nothing better to do in lockdown.
Make your own. Actually, no, don't do that.
Make your own. Yeah, make your own tank.
No safety regs. Don't do that. But
Pyrex jug with a nice big fat chunk of metal in the middle of it as a coil. Yeah, why not?
I saw the video of the guy who put a fish tank and made a huge coil and filled the whole fish tank with cotton and then doused it in about 5 liters of juice and heated it up. It worked. He literally got like the massive like mattress springs. He got one of those and wrapped it up across the whole fish tank. It was mental. It's mad. It was firing like 3,000 watts or something stupid like that. It was taking ridiculous power. But yeah.
Well, the human fog machine, which is an actual vape, can go up to like 3,000 or 5,000 watts. So that thing got to be putting out more than that.
Yeah, exactly. Just from the sheer size.
Necessary.
Of it. Exactly. Alex don't even vape and he knows it's not necessary. But right, Neil. See you soon, my friend. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday and stay safe. Just like everyone else. Oh, I just knocked the mic. Sorry about that. yeah, thank you for guys for tuning in. We're going to sign off now. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you for everyone who has shared all their opinions. Hope you had a good time. Stay safe. Don't kill anyone. Don't kill yourself.
Yeah, really active chat this time as well.
Yeah, and I love you guys for that. It's so good. We'll be back soon. Obviously, keep an eye on the channel because I do post updates on the community tab to let you guys know what's going on. Or follow my Instagram for my daily Instagram stories, etc. All of that shameless plug stuff. Thank you so much for coming on, guys. I really do appreciate it.
And try Raid Shadow Legends now.
Don't forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel and turn on the notification bell. And yeah, peace out, guys. Have a good evening.
See ya.